To local news, sports, events, and more, download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And welcome to another great evening of Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. You are joining us on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. You are either listening on 93.9, but if you want to catch video of the action, it is available on WYO Today's YouTube page. I am Kevin Shields, the voice of the Riverton Wolverines, and I am joined by Connor Shields, my handy-dandy cameraman, here on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Tonight, we've got a good one first with the Lady Wolverines starting off against the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs. Rock Spring Tigers coming up here tonight. And then, of course, immediately after that, in about a 10-minute break, we will have the Riverton Wolverine boys facing off against the Rock Springs Tigers as well. Of course, tomorrow night, just for a little bit of scheduling cleanup, at 2 and 3:30, the girls, then the boys, we will be traveling down to Casper to watch the Wolverines face off against the Kelly Walsh Trojans. Of course, you can follow that on KTAK as well. We have at the Wind River Radio Network a just giant amount of games tonight. Right now, if you're looking for Cody Beers covering the Wyoming Indians, you want to turn over to KWYW as Wyoming Indian is in basketball action. KFCW joins Sean O'Brate. Ernie over feeling a little bit under the weather, so we wish him well. Sean O'Brate going to be bringing you that from Mountain View over on 93.1 KFCW. And on 101.7 KDNO, Kevins are just taking over. We got the 2 Kevins calling Thermopolis action as well. So we've got basketball everywhere up and down the radio dial. We'll be right back on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show to give you a look inside at the matchup tonight between the Lady Wolverines and the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs here on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on WYO Today and KTAK. The Rock Springs Lady Tigers are coming in here to face the Lady Wolverines. Tip-off is scheduled for about 9 minutes and 50 seconds from now. On the week of January 9th through the 15th, of course, one of the games canceled for Riverton. They did not go down to face Cheyenne East. due to the snowfall. Seems like we keep having those every other week or every day almost. But last week, not a good one for Riverton as they fell to Cody, one of the best teams in the state, and they showed it, defeating the Lady Wolverines 76-20. Rock Springs having a little bit of a mixed bag of results last week in girls action, as they did defeat Evanston 33-30, but then fell against Laramie 62-33. So Rock Springs comes in here 0-0 in 4A West. They haven't played a 4A West game yet, and they are 3-8 overall. Riverton comes in 0-1 in the West, and 1-10 overall. Riverton, of course, losing to Cody. Cody, the top of the bracket right now, or top of the standing tree right now, but Cody's only faced one West team. West and Cody and Riverton are the only ones to face off. Now, taking a deeper dive into how this team performs in 4A West, it's a mirror image in some regards. Rock Springs comes in, the Lady Tigers averaging 36.5, Riverton 33.2. The real big difference is on the defensive side, and we'll get to that. Right now, Riverton's losing average games by 23.1 points. Rock Springs losing by 12.4. Rock Springs allowing one more assist than Riverton, really. On the assist for the offensive side of things, they're dead heat even almost, with Rock Springs at 6.2, Riverton Lady Wolverines at 6.1. Field goal percentage, again, what we've said about keys of the game all year long were turnovers and good shots, getting a good look at the basket instead of starting your shot before you even look. And Rock Springs comes in shooting a not great 32%, Riverton 25% on the season. At the free throw line, that's where Riverton has a little bit of an advantage, shooting 59% to Rock Springs 52%. Three-pointers a game. This is not a team, Rock Springs, they'll shoot a lot of threes. They shoot about 8 a game compared to 12 for Riverton, and they only make right under 2. Riverton making just right dead nuts even on 3. So that's going to be very interesting. And the reason I say defense is going to be very interesting to see. It's no secret what the advantage is if you have a good defensive team against Riverton. You're going to put pressure on the ball. You're going to force a lot of turnovers. And I'm not talking about 15 to 20. I'm talking 25, 30-ish. And Rock Springs, the Lady Tigers come in with 2 of the top 5. Not 2 of the top 5. The number 2 overall defensive field goal percentage. When they faced Worland back on the 10th of December, Worland only shot 12% from the field against them. So this is a team that very much likes to put some defensive pressure on you. Rock Springs, of course, also, though, sends their teams to the line. So that may be something to watch for Riverton to try and take advantage of. They do have 2 of the top 5 top 5 games of sending their opponent to the free throw line. They have the number 5 when they faced Bear Lake, Idaho, a team that Riverton lost to at the Flaming Gorge Invitational. They send them to the line 30 times, and they have the number 1 overall in 4A, sending Laramie to the line 37 times. Rock Springs, however, does not turn the ball over. They're very good on the defensive end, and they don't have a lot of turnovers. So it's going to be interesting to see. Some players to watch, of course, are going to be, hold on, I'm looking here for some. Don't really have any for Rock Springs. They've had some players watch as far as single game statistics goes. Paisley Jackson of Riverton really showing out here. And field goal attempt, she had 20 against Riverton South. No, not against Riverton South, against Cheyenne South on the 22nd. Of course, that being the one win of the season, I do believe, for Riverton. On the other side of things, Riverton has given up. They are number 3 overall in the top 3 scores of the year by an individual. That was Molly Hayes for Cody, going off for 27. And that's not something that we want to see tonight. Now, Rock Springs has done the same thing. They allowed Laney McCarty of Thunder Basin to score 27. And then we go to they allow both teams allowing teams to shoot a high percentage. Both of them allowing Addison Forey, hopefully it's just her, of Laramie on the 10th, and then for Rock Springs on the 14th of January to make 12 field goals as far as that goes, as far as shots attempted and made. Like I said, it's a very, very similar team here. Both of them in the rankings, both team scoring and team shooting, are 12 and 13 in the rankings of the 16 teams in 4A West. Rock Springs 12th in both shooting and scoring. Riverton's at 15. I've got both games for today on the same thing. So not a huge difference. Both of them on the lower end of shooting, on the lower end of scoring. On team rebounding, they're both towards the bottom, with Riverton clocking in at 14, averaging about 25 rebounds a game, 24.8. Rock Springs, 23.5. Looking at both these teams, nobody with a huge height advantage, nothing like what we saw with Cody. But on the team defensive end, that's where we really start to see a difference. And Rock Springs right in the top 10, still in the bottom half at 9th, and Riverton dead last on the defensive side of things. So far this season, allowing 56 points a game is Riverton, allowing a 42.7 clip, 42.7% from the field, allowing just under 29% at 28.9 on three-point attempts, and then but forcing 12.5 turnovers. So that's nice to see. Rock Springs does, even without the height, they do average 2 blocks a game. Riverton clocking in at 0.4 blocks a game. They're one of 3 teams who are on the bottom end of that ranking in 4 West. So we're about 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go until we will tip this off. We will be right back with more of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome back to Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. We're now going to listen to the national anthem performed by your Riverton Marching Wolverine Band. Okay, I said we were going to listen to it. Maybe we got a few more seconds here. Let's see here. I'm sure it'll be upcoming, and then we will roll into the Sutherland's starting lineup. There is the horn, and we should now be, here comes Mr. Peck running back to get on the PA and ask everybody to stand and remove their caps. Thank you, Riverton Marching Wolverines, for that national anthem. And now it is time for the Sutherland's starting lineups. Tonight for the Rock Springs Tigers, they are led by Coach Cam Delaria. You've got number 21, a sophomore, 5'11", Emma Assay. You've got number 2, a sophomore, 5'9", Brent Biter. You've got number 15. Oh, I'm looking this up. 15, a senior, 5'7", Ashley Anderson. Got 5'11", junior, number 24. Number 24, Ella Brewster. I think that's all. I may have missed somebody. I did. Hold on. No. Hold on real quick. Let me see who I've got. I don't have here. I don't have number 24. That's right. No, I do have number 24. Okay, well, we'll get the rest of their starting lineup in a second. For your Riverton Wolverines, you've got number 3, Macy Brown. Number 10, excuse me, having to get out of somebody's way there. Number 10, a senior, McKay Fegler. Number 11, a senior, Ella Judd. Number 21, a junior, Paisley Jackson. And number 24, a junior, I do believe, yep, number 24, a junior, Riley Johnson. So Coach McIntosh experimenting. This is another game, second game I've seen without Olivia Bradley being out there. And I'm trying to lay eyes on the one I missed there, and it was Webb. That was it. It was number 20. That is a junior, 5'8", Cassidy Webb for Rock Springs. Riverton will tip it off with Ella Judd facing off against Brewster. Riverton will be going left to right on your radio dial, and Ella Judd has won the tip. Johnson gets to Fegler up at the top of the key. Over to Jackson. Cross court to Brown. Brown down to Johnson towards the corner around the three-point line. Back up top to Jackson. Jackson back over to the right to Johnson. Johnson trying to hit Ella Judd in the post. It is deflected and out of bounds. That deflection by Webb for Rock Springs. 7:40 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Still only one team's had possession. They inbound at Jackson all the way across court. She almost drops it, but gets it. Gets over to Macy Brown, who does lose control of it, and the ball goes out of bounds for the, not out of bounds, but is tipped away and goes over to Rock Springs for the first turnover of the evening. Rock Springs within their half-court set. Assay makes a move, lays it up, and no good. Rebound comes away to Riverton. So 0-0, roughly about 45 seconds in the first quarter. Johnson with it, and she's going to get fouled there by Assay. Emma Assay, the sophomore, with the foul. That is her first, team first of the first half. Inbound to Fegler. Fegler around the midcourt stripe, brings it inside, or not inside, brings it down, gets it to Johnson at the elbow. She almost has it stolen to Jackson. Fegler, good ball movement. Judd to Macy Brown. Brown gets to Johnson. They try and get to Judd, and turnover number 2 of the evening for Riverton. Looking to break is Rock Springs. They bring it up. Brewster with it. Pulls back out, gets it to Assay. Assay back to Brewster on the left three-point area. Gets it over to Biter. Biter goes inside, kicks it back out to the three-point line to Webb. Webb drives all the way down. She goes for the shot. It's no good, but she was fouled. I do apologize. Let's get rid of the Sutherland starting lineup there and the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show thing. Thank you for Connor for pointing that out. Foul is going to go against Johnson. That's her first, team first. First free throw is up and is good by Biter. Biter has the ball now from the referee with 6:39 to play in the first. Puts the second one up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Johnson. So 1-0 with 6:35 to play in the first. A little bit of pressure. Jackson hounded by Brewster. Jackson does get across half court on a long pass to Brown, and then Brown throws it over Jackson's head and out of bounds for turnover number 3 of the evening. So far, not the start you'd want, although only down 1-0. Lady Wolverines with 3 turnovers and no shots. They haven't even attempted a shot yet. Rock Springs brings over the timeline after the turnover out of bounds. Gets it to Brewster on the right elbow. inside. They get it all the way. Good ball movement to Assay. To Biter, up and good. 3-0. Biter has two of the only field goal of the game. Full court press now by Rock Springs. Jackson has it just shy of the timeline. She's going to get called for an over and back here if Johnson touches it, but it's a timed and mislocated pass. Turnover number 4 against Riverton with 5:54 to play in the first. This is definitely not the start. More fouls, more turnovers than they do even shot attempts, still sitting at 0. Webb has it now for Rock Springs on the right elbow around three-point line, actually the extended elbow. Now up top with it is Anderson. Anderson looks to swing it over to Biter. Biter with the only field goal in this game. Biter comes up top on her dribble, gets it to Brewster, back to Assay. Assay shoots it, misses everything, gets it back herself, goes to Biter. She misses, but then a rebound by Rock Springs put up for hoop and harm by Assay. Foul is against Johnson. That's her second, team second of the half with 5:23 to go. That'll send Assay to the line. She puts the free throw up and good. So we're going to have a timeout maybe on the floor. Nope, we're going to have a substitution as we are going to see Cloud Horse come in. I'm going to try this name. We Too Cloud Horse checking in, just playing in the JV game earlier today. Pressure now trying to trap it. They break it easily. Brown has a 2-on-2. She elects to pull up. She had Judd with her, and she gets it to Fegler. Fegler from 15, no good. Rebounded by Judd. Judd kicks out, winds up all the way to Jackson for 3. Banks it in and good! Paisley Jackson for 3, and it's now 6-3, in favor of Riverton. In favor of Rock Springs. In the half court now, Rock Springs swinging it around, up top to Assay. Assay over to Webb. Webb gets it back up top to Brewster. A lot of movement around three-point line, not a whole lot in the paint, though. They do funnel it down to the baseline. She has to kick it all the way out. They swing it to a wide-open Biter for 3. No good. Fegler comes away with the rebound. Ball is going to be tipped out as they were trying to put a little pressure on. Was Brewster after the miss, and it went out of bounds. It will stay with Riverton, but that does allow them, currently up 6-3, to set up the press again. But easily broken. Now Cloud Horse got a 1-on-1. She's going to put it up. No good, but she will go to the line for 2. Foul is going to go against number 2, I do believe. Let's see here. Nope, they're saying number 20. Going against Webb. That's her first, team second, and Cloud Horse will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and pure. 6-4. 6-3. Yeah, 6-4. I was ahead of the timekeeper down there. Cloud Horse chance to cut this down to 1. Free throw is on its way. Bounce off the front, no good. Goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Rock Springs, so it'll stay with Riverton with 4:25 to go. Rock Springs Tigers 6, Riverton Lady Wolverines 4. Fegler on the baseline looking to inbound. She's getting close to 5. She just throws it out there. I think she was looking for Olivia Bradley, who's now in the game, so we do have an Olivia Bradley sighting now. Olivia Bradley has checked in along with Cloud Horse, obviously. All the rest are starters. Judd, Paisley Jackson, and Fegler. Fegler now with on the left wing. Chance to tie or even take the lead. Oh, almost a bad pass, but luckily Bradley able to track it down. Gets it into Judd. Judd kicks out to Fegler for 3. No good by Fegler. Rebound by Rock Springs. Stolen away by Bradley. Bradley to Cloud Horse. And they're going to say no shot. They're going to say foul was on the floor. That'll be the 3rd team foul against Rock Springs. It's going against number 24. That is Brewster with her first. Aforementioned team 3rd. So inbound goes to Judd, who loses control of it, but it's tapped last by Biter, and she fell on the floor. Might want to get a towel down there, guys. Might want to get that off the floor. Looked like there was a wet spot. as Judd fell down. Fegler inbounds to Jackson. Jackson at the top of the key gets it to Olivia Bradley. Bradley comes up, pops from 15. Good! Olivia Bradley. 6-6. Now coming down without even being stopped, Brewster, but she loses control, and they're going to say it was off of Riverton. So it was very interesting. Brewster looked like she lost control by herself because no one called ball. If you're used to the ball drill and defense, somebody yelling ball, 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 ball. No one did that. But inbound by Rock Springs. They go inside to Assay. Assay looking to shoot. She misses, but she is fouled. Foul is going to go against number 21. That's Paisley Jackson. That's her first, team third. Inbounded quickly. They get it in from the elbow. The shot is no good. Rebound by Cloud Horse. That missed by Brewster. That was her first attempt. Chance for Riverton to take a lead here. Jackson looking to drive all the way down. Puts it up wildly. Misses. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds, though, as Cloud Horse had good box out. And it got tipped over the back, but she didn't make contact, so they're saying. Brown coming back in the game now. Number 33, Harris, coming in for Rock Springs. Bradley gets it inbound. Nope. Turnover by her. It was intended for Cloud Horse. It wasn't a great pass, but Cloud Horse didn't help matters by coming back to the ball really enough, and it's a turnover. So Harris now with it up top. She swings it over to Anderson. Anderson inside, and we're going to get a travel, and that's going to be really the first turnover of the night against Rock Springs. They've taken some poor shots, but they've taken decent care of the ball outside of the poor shots. Setting up the press, Brown to Bradley. Bradley's going to break it, bring it over the timeline. She's on your right side, on our near side. Over to Bradley on the far side, the left side. Back to Jackson up top. Jackson over to Cloud Horse on the wing. Cloud Horse brings up top, gets it to Bradley on the right wing. Bradley surveying the inside situation, decides to dribble back out, brings it out, resets the offense with 2:47 to go, and things all knotted up at 6. Bradley now with it, looking to break down her defender, gets it to Jackson. Jackson driving the lane, tries to put it up. I think they're going to say on the ground. Yes, they are. I don't think they were going to give her credit for a shot there. She went to the line thinking it would. It's not. Foul is against number 20. That is Webb. That's her second, team fourth. So it'll be inbounded. Bradley underneath her own basket looking to inbounds it, and it's going to be tipped by Assay. While there's not a huge height advantage, Bradley and Assay. Assay's got a good 6 inches on her and was able to tip it. Nobody coming back to the ball. They get to Jackson, far corner three. Good! Paisley Jackson from way downtown. 9-6 in favor of Riverton with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Bringing it across the timeline is Anderson. Anderson over to Hanson, who's now in the game. Shot is going to be up and no good by Hanson. Rebound comes away by Bradley. Bradley looks to bring over the timeline with 2:12 left in the first. She was looking for what she thought was an open Macy Brown, but Assay clogged the passing lane, tipped it out of bounds. Fegler will come in now for Judd. 9-6 lead in favor of Riverton. 2:10 to go. Two similar teams, not playing exceptionally clean, but playing exceptionally hard here. Inbound by Brown to Jackson. She's open from the same corner. Good! Paisley Jackson from way downtown extends the lead. 12-6. They've quickly doubled up Rock Springs with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rock Springs with it now in the half court. Anderson looks for three, misses, no good. Rebound by Brewster. And they get the ball to Anderson. Now back to Brewster on the left wing, about 4 feet further out than the three-point line. Gets it to Hanson. Hanson looking to drive towards the free throw line. Has to get to Harris. Harris over to Anderson. Anderson looks, passes it anyway. Over to Assay. Assay over to Hanson on the left. Great defense here. They go inside, looking for something with Assay. She tries to put it up over Fegler. No good. Rebound by Fegler, and we're going to get a foul. Fegler with a nice smile. She just out-rebounded someone twice her size, it seems, and that's against Assay. That's her second, team fifth. With 1:22 to go, Riverton will be inbounding it. Let's see if we got anybody new in the game for Riverton. We do. Savannah Morton has checked in as now. I don't know who she came and got. It may have been, I don't see it. Just overthrow pass by Macy Brown looking for Fedler and just threw it over her head. So 6 turnovers now by Riverton. That's something to keep an eye on even with the lead. You don't want that to get insanely bad here, and 6 a quarter is not good. Ella Judd's at the timekeeper's table looking to check in. Now in the half court, they get it underneath the Brewster. Brewster forced to put up a horrible shot, misses, rebound by Harris. Shot is going to wind up all the way over to Hanson. She puts it up and good. So 12-8, full court press back in, not overly aggressive. Jackson easily able to dribble it up, and they back down. Gets it to Morton with 35 seconds left in the first. Jackson now for 3 again, no good. And rebound is going to come away to Rock Springs. This one was not from the corner. That may be her lucky spot. This was from the right wing. They swing it all the way around. They wind up with Brewster, who had a look at 3, decide not to take it. They get it into Harris. She puts it up, and no good. But she will get the foul. I think this one against Paisley Jackson. 21 it is. Paisley Jackson, her second, and team 4th. So right now you got 4 people have all the fouls pretty much. But you've got two people on each team who need to watch the free throws. The fouls. Free throw number 1, I do believe, was missed. It was indeed by Harris. Second one is coming. She has it, takes a few dribbles, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by somebody. It's Rock Springs. Winds up squirting all the way around to Harris. Harris swings it. They get a wide open look for 3. No good. Missed by Bider. Rebound by Harris. She puts it up and 1. So let's see who this foul is on. You do not want it to be against 21. It is not. It's against Bradley. That's her first, team 5th. So you got Bradley and Johnson and Jackson both in free throw trouble. Harris puts the free throw up, gets the old-fashioned three-point play. Good. So it is now 12-10, and with 1 second left, Fedler throws up a long shot. No good. So at the end of 1, Riverton Lady Wolverines 12. Now they get it right on the scoreboard. I had it in the book. Should have gone with that. Rock Springs Lady Tigers 11. It's a tight one here. We'll be right back on KTAK.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back to Riverton Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. To start the second quarter, Rock Springs will start out with the ball. 12-11. We've had none of those pesky possession arrow moves yet. We've had no held balls. So thank goodness for that. Anderson with it over in the corner. Back up top to Hanson. Hanson brings it to her left. Feeds Bider on the wing. Going cross court to Anderson to the right wing. Again, Rock Springs Lady Tigers going right to left on your radio dial. Hanson with it now on the left wing to Anderson. They kick it all the way around. A couple of Tigers touch it. They go inside to Harris. And a loose ball is going to be got by Bider. She drives down, misses everything on an air ball. And the rebound will come away to Riverton. Bradley with it now in the front court. Bradley looking to go to her right. Gets it to Fedler. Fedler almost lost control of it, gets it down low to Judd, who's kind of close to the block. Back out to Leesburg, who is now in. Leesburg gets it all the way back over to Bradley. Bradley bringing it to her left, gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg back to Macy Brown. Brown to Bradley now on the left wing. Trying to make sure I get everybody marked who's in the game here. Basically your starters -1. Fedler puts up a runner, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds looks to go off of Brewster of Rock Springs. So we got a timeout on the floor. It is still 12-11 with 6:32 to play in the second quarter. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball on KTAK. I am Kevin Shields here with you with the action. Riverton leads 12-11 with 6:32 to play in the half. Few scores of interest. Lander Valley Lady Tigers are losing to Mountain View 30-15 at the beginning of the second quarter. High scoring game there. And at halftime, the Lady Chiefs lead Kimmerer 22-17. Olivia Bradley now with it up top. Gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg going cross court to Brown. Brown back up to Leesburg on the right wing. Over to Brown, back. She dribbles up to the wing, gets over to Bradley on the left wing to Leesburg, who's down around the baseline and three-point line. Back up top to Brown as we go under 6:05 to play in the half. They get it all the way to Bradley. Bradley looking to drive. She's cut off, picks up her dribble, goes to Fedler on the wing. Fedler surveys the defense, looks to reset things a bit as she dribbles up to the top of the key and backs out. Gets over to the left to Bradley. Bradley come back up top to Brown. Under 5:48 to play in the first half. Bradley gets it to Leesburg, who was cutting down, puts it up, blocked. And Rock Springs takes it away. Rock Springs looking to break. That was a block by, I do believe, Harris. Rock Springs now with it in their half court. Bider has it on the right wing. She's going to shoot a three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Riverton. I'll tell you what, Bradley coming off the bench here has really sparked something. Gets it to Leesburg. On the right wing, she goes cross court to Fedler for three. No good, miss. Rebound's going to come away to Rock Springs. So far, it's mirror images. Each one shot a two, each one shot a three. Both teams, nobody's hit yet in the second quarter. Hanson now with it on the right wing. She looks to drive down, puts it up. No good, but she's going to be fouled. That foul, I do believe, going against Leesburg with 4:58 to play. It is against Leesburg. That's her first, team sixth. So the next foul by Riverton will put Rock Springs on the line for 1-and-1. Hanson gets the ball from the referee, dribbles a couple times, puts it up, and leaves it well short, just barely drawing front iron, no good. We got a couple of substitutions here. Number 20 coming in, that's Webb. And I didn't catch who else came in for Rock Springs. Cloudhorse coming in for Riverton, as well as Johnson. Second one is missed, but Johnson's going to be the last one to tip it before it went out of bounds. So that is going to go over to Rock Springs, still 12-11. Nobody's hit a thing. Both free throws missed in the second quarter. Inbound is to Rock Springs. They swing it around to Anderson for three. She's good. First points of the second quarter gives them the lead, 14-12. Quickly coming down court, Bradley has it towards the baseline. She's stuck, gets it to Fedler. Fedler's now going to get trapped. She rips it out of their hands, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson to Jackson. Jackson's got a say right in her face. So back to Bradley, over to Cloudhorse. Cloudhorse, they don't see Jackson wide open. Fedler going to try a running 15-footer. No good. Rebound by Rock Springs. Jackson's in the game now as well. So coming across half court, Brewster with it. 14-12 lead for the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs with 4:13 to go in the half. She's going to drive down. They're going to say it's on the floor, no shot. So if it had been on that, it'll now be 1-1. Foul is going against Bradley. That's her second, team 7th. So that will send Brewster to the line. I do believe the ponytail is in the way, but it looks to be Brewster. She dribbles it, very interesting, with both hands, puts it up, and good. First shot's good, 15-12. Brewster has a very interesting free throw thing, like routine, if you will. She dribbles it with right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. And then the second one's missed, rebound by Asay, who brings it out. So unfortunately, unable to take control of it. Jackson able to tip the ball, though, out of bounds now and go over to Rock Springs. Nobody put a body on Asay, and she's got a little bit of height on everybody on the floor right now besides Cloud Horse. Anderson with it, gets it to Brewster on the right wing. Brewster goes into Harris. Harris puts up no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line. Foul is going to be against, let's see here, that's going to go against Jackson. That's not good. Leading scorer with 9 right now. That's her third, and it's the team 8th. So you see Ella Judd getting up, no doubt to come get her. Harris puts the first one up, and no good. So Harris will come out with 3 fouls here with 4:02 to play in the first half. That's a big loss. Jackson, one of your most, or maybe the most dependable scorer. Harris puts the second free throw up way too hard. Johnson goes up for the rebound for Riverton. Coming down the court, Fegler now with it. Looks to go cross court. She turns it over. Bad pass, but nope. It's going to finally roll out of bounds off of Rock Springs. 7 turnovers on the night for Riverton. They've done a much better job here in the second quarter with eliminating that. Of course, they went into the quarter with 6. Rock Springs with only 1. They've missed a lot. They just haven't had any true turnovers. Johnson inbounds it to Bradley. Bradley gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg has to muscle her way to get the pass. Comes back up to Bradley. Bradley backs up towards half court to reset things. Signals in the play from Coach McIntosh. Gets over to Leesburg, who's now on the left wing. Back up top to Bradley. Bradley back to Leesburg on the left wing, looking to go inside to Cloud Horse. And there's turnover number 8. She did not get that pass high enough. Coming down the court now, a save for Rock Springs. She's going to get to Brewster as an open look for 3. No good. Missed. Rebound by Judd. Nicely done by Judd. Johnson brings it over the timeline and wisely waits for the rest of the Lady Wolverines to catch up with her. And we're going to get a quick timeout by Coach McIntosh. That's the second one of the game. Comes with 3:14 in the half. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. We've got another score of interest at the end of the third quarter. Thermopolis Lady Bobcats trail Powell 44-26. And at half, we have an update here, and it's just gotten uglier. Mountain View all over the Lander Valley Lady Tigers, 42-18. You can catch that game on KFCW, Thermopolis on KDNO, Wyoming Indian on KWYW. Leesburg inbounds it out of the timeout. 3:10 to go in the half. Riverton trails by 3, have not scored in the second quarter. Rock Springs only with 4 in the second quarter. Bradley with it on the right side, looks to go inside to Cloud Horse. She looks to turn and put it up. She's blocked. Good thought, but she put the shot up even before she even actually faced the basket whatsoever. Rock Springs comes away with Asay up top, gets it over to Hanson. Hanson comes up top to take Asay's place, who goes to Brewster on the right wing. Brewster looking to drive down. She does, puts it up. No good by Brewster. Away with the rebound comes Johnson. Johnson gets it to Bradley, crosses the timeline. She's looking for Leesburg, but she turns it over. Turnover number 9, and she was looking for Leesburg, but tried a weak bounce pass. Asay easily able to step in the middle of that. They now find Asay as Rock Springs. She looks, we may have a jump ball. Nope, we're going to have a block. I hate the possession arrow, but I'd rather have it than this. we've got a foul now, and it's against number 24. So that is going to be the second Lady Wolverine who is in foul trouble. That's Johnson's third as well. She immediately comes out of the game. Looks like Macy Brown came in to get her. And the next foul will be 2 shots. Asay puts it up, misses the first one, rebounded by Harris. She puts it up and good. So Asay misses it. Harris uses the height, puts it up and good, and it's now 17-12. This is one of those droughts that we've talked about in previous broadcasts where Riverton doesn't score. They're now looking at almost over 6 minutes actually. Swinging around to Fegler for 3, no good, air ball. And away comes Rock Springs with it. They are now 0 for 5 in the second quarter, over 6 minutes with no points. Hanson now with on the left wing for Rock Springs. She loses control of it. We're all going to drive on the floor, and we're going to get the dreaded possession arrow. The worst thing since Colgate toothpaste decided, hey, we'll try frozen foods. Now, the one good part about this is the possession arrow favors Riverton with 1:46 to play in the half. So they will get a chance to somehow, having no points in the second quarter, 0 for 5 from the field, to get some points with 1:40 left. Brown with it on the left wing, gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg down towards the baseline to Fegler. Out to Leesburg for 3, no good. Rebound is going to be tied up. Judd gets it, puts it up, hoop and harm, not Judd, that's Cloud Horse. Cloud Horse decided to end it emphatically and will go to the line shooting one. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is up, and it is absolutely pure. Her free throws are something to watch. They're just beautiful. They barely touch net. They're so centered and squared. 15-17. Rock Springs with a 2-point lead. 1:20 to go in the half. Looking inside, they get to Hanson. Hanson hands it off to Asay, who puts a little running hook up and good. Fegler bringing it up. Judd loses control on a pass, and, we're going to go all the way around. Nope, that's going to be a turnover as finally Rock Springs comes away with it with 1 minute to go. 19-15. Rock Springs with the lead. Minute to go in the first half. Brewster has it, gets it to Asay. Asay swinging all the way to Hanson for 3. Good. And it's an and one situation, too. Fegler looking to box out, got way too physical with her. That is Fegler's first. It is team 10th, so they're now over the limit with 49.6 seconds left. But more importantly, this has a chance to take a 3-point lead and make it a 7-point lead, a 4-point lead, and make it an 8-point lead. Doesn't happen, but guess what? They get the rebound again, but then she walked, but they're going to call a foul. She switched her pivot feet, but hey, who cares? Foul is going against Judd. That's her first. Team is already well over the limit, like we said, so there'll be 2 shots a-coming here. And shooting those free throws will be number 4. First one is up and good. That's Nandrup. Her first action of the day is hitting a free throw. Nandrup gets the ball back. She's a little more traditional. 3 dribbles, spins, puts it up, and good by Nandrup. So, boy, what a disaster that turned into. 2-point game is now 9. 24-15 in favor of the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs. Fegler with it to Brown on the left wing. Back up top to Fegler. Fegler looking inside, goes back to Brown, who's going to shoot a 3. It's way off target. Leesburg tries to get the rebound, cannot, and Rock Springs is going to come away with it with 24 seconds left to play in the half. They had a break there. They just didn't see it. Brewster now looking to drive, kicks out to Hanson. Hanson dribbles up top over to Anderson for Rock Springs. She uses a screen, fakes a 3. They swing it all the way over to Brewster for 3. No good by Brewster. Rebound comes away to Leesburg with 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Leesburg going to shoot a running 3. Good! Leesburg hits it at the buzzer. And that could be incredibly important. To give a little bit of momentum and take a little bit of the heads going down back up. So after the first half, Rock Springs Lady Tigers 24, the Riverton Lady Wolverines 18. We'll be right back with the CWC Central Wyoming College halftime show right after this on KTAK.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
And welcome back to KTAK and YO Today Media's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. Welcome to the Central Wyoming College halftime show. We're going to look at the stats here. The score at the end of the first quarter was 12-11 in favor of Riverton. They were outscored 13-6 in the second quarter, now trail Rock Springs Lady Tigers 24-18. Your leading scorers, it's been a very nicely spread out score for Rock Springs. They've got 3 tied with 5. Say, Hanson, and Harris all with 5 points on the day. Anderson has 3 as well as Biter. Nandrup with 2, both coming from the free throw line, and 1 point for Brewster. On the other side of the ledger for the home team, Lady Wolverines, you've got probably the best spread as far as scoring, and it's not great, but it's better than it has been. Jackson with 9 on the first quarter. Then you've got Cloud Horse with a 4. Leesburg with 3, and Bradley with 2. Bradley, who'd been the starting point guard for much of the season, coming off the bench, as well as Cloudhorse. So 2 of the 4 people with points in this game for Riverton coming off the bench. Jackson having moved from the bench to the starting lineup. Now, the bad part, if you will, of this is the person who's taken the most shots, that being McKay Fedler, is 0 for 7. She just cannot find her range. As far as shooting percentages, Riverton actually leads, but it's not a good shooting percentage. It's 30% to 28.5%, so nobody's really filling up the basket right now. And as I said, the difference in this game right now has been turnovers. Riverton with 10, Rock Springs with only 1. But you remember what I said earlier, that they were getting shots off, but it's not as if they, just because they didn't have a lot of turnovers, really didn't matter. They've put up 8 more shots and only made 2 more than all of Riverton from the field. So neither team shooting excellently well. The only thing that could become devastating is if that amount of shot selection keeps for the rest of the game. What happens if they shoot at a higher clip when they're already up by 6? As far as foul situations go, we do have quite a few people to take a look at and kind of watch, especially in the third quarter. For the Rock Springs Tigers, you have Assay and Webb both with 2. Both were starters for them, and they quickly got 2. The only other foul they have, only having 5 in the game as they slowed up in the second quarter, didn't have any in the second quarter, I might add, was a Brewster with 1. On the other side of the ledger for our Lady Wolverines, it's a bad picture, really. I mean, of things that could happen early on, especially in a game where Riverton has definitely got a shot at winning this thing. You've got Johnson and Jackson, 2 of the starters with 3 fouls already. Then you got Bradley off the bench with 2. And then with 1 each is Fegler, Judd, and Leesburg. So, kind of something to watch there. We're about 2.5 minutes till not tip-off because the god-awful possession error comes into play. It will be, or should be, the ball of Rock Springs coming out of that. Last possession arrow going to Riverton. So we would like to thank Central Wyoming College as well as Hampton Inn and Suites for sponsoring halftime and pregame respectively. As of course always want to thank Sutherland's for sponsoring the game as well as the starting lineup, and all of our other sponsors. Please show them some love this time. I know it's the economy's kind of, you're kind of looking at it, and it's cold out, and it's just button down the hatches kind of for winter type thing, but they're the ones who make it possible for us all to bring you these games each and every week. So we'll be right back with the start of the second half here on KTAK.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We are live at Riverton High School watching the Lady Wolverines face off against the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs. It's 24-18 at half in favor of the Lady Tigers. They do start off with the ball, and they will be now going left to right on your radio dial. They swing it over to Webb, who's in the game. Up top to Brewster, over to Anderson. Anderson back up top to Brewster. Brewster looking inside. Gets inside to Webb, who kicks it out to Anderson for three. Good. (27-18). Fegler brings it over the timeline with 7:32 to play in the third. Fegler picks up a dribble to Jackson on the right wing. Hands off to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson uses the screen, almost loses control of it, gets it back, and almost gets it stolen away, but it's tipped to Macy Brown. Brown to Fegler. Fegler now bringing up top to kind of reset things. Fegler being harassed all the way to half court now. To Jackson. Jackson looking to go to her right. Drives her right. They want to push. They should have gotten one. Jackson puts up the three. Good. They should have definitely gotten the push off there, though. Jackson fully extended the arm, but they didn't call it. Quickly, Rock Springs back down, and it is 21-27, and the score still hasn't updated the score. Swinging it up top to Brewster. Brewster, they finally got it. Brewster and Anderson on the right wing. Back up top to Webb. Webb back to Anderson on the right wing. Back up top to, can't see the number, to Biter, Looking to go all the way around. Back to Anderson for three. She's hot. She's good, too. Good from long range. She is on fire. She is hot as a pistol right now, and it's 30-21. Jackson with it, going cross court now to Brown. Down low to Fegler. Fegler looking to drive baseline, puts it up, no good. Johnson goes up, gets the rebound, tries to put a hook up, no good. And I don't know why they were trying to save the ball. I thought it was off of somebody else. But Fegler with a miss. Now she's 0 of 8. And Johnson with a miss. That's her first attempt of the day. And now we're in a concerning area. 6:08 to go in the third. 30-21 Rock Springs. And they have the ball. Brewster down low to Assay. Assay up top to Bruce, to the wing on Brewster. Brewster up top to Webb. Webb over to Anderson. Anderson going inside to Brewster. Back up top. They swing it around. Nope. Webb doesn't want three. Gets it down low to Brewster. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. That'll be the first foul of the second half against Riverton. It's going against 24. I don't know why they're saying that's her third, because I already had her for three. Yeah, they've got the fouls all sorts of messed up because they got Paisley Jackson with 5. So missing off the pass outside to Anderson. I do believe, I'm taking a bit of a guess there. It's going to go out and over to Riverton. I'm completely confused. 21 cannot have 5 fouls, but they have her down with it anyway. So I'm going to go with the fact that Johnson does have 4 now. I'm feeling pretty good about that, and she has came out of the game for Cloud Horse, who's now coming in. Fegler now looking to drive. She's blocked, and we're going to get a jump ball, and it'll go to a Riverton. So let's see here. We got Brown on the floor, Jackson on the floor. We had Johnson. Cloud Horse is now on the floor. Fegler and Judd. Looking to inbound is Fegler. She's going to go to Cloud Horse on the right wing. Gets it Judd on the baseline. She kicks it all the way out to Brown. Brown up top, looks to scoot free. Has to get it to Fegler, who shoots a 3. No good. It is not Fegler's night right now. Brewster comes away with it, looking to take it all the way. She does, up and no good. She's going to be fouled, I do believe, by Cloud Horse. Foul is against 12. That's Cloud Horse. That's her first, team second. Second team foul. Brewster putting the first free throw up. It's up and no good. So still 30-21. Chance to get out to a double-digit lead here. Brewster puts the shot up, and that one is good. So 31-21, 10-point lead for Rock Springs as we're about to tick under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jackson with it, gets it to Fegler. Lazy pass, and it's taken away. She tried to get kind of fancy behind her back for no reason. Brought up by Assay. Assay going to get to Brewster, who's going to drive down and miss. Rebound comes down to Brown. Brown's going to bring it all the way up into the front court. She gets it to Fegler down towards the baseline, three-point line, hands it to Jackson. Jackson looks to drive, and she's going to hit the dirt there as she was fouled. Foul is going to be against number 2. That is Biter. That's her first. That's their team first of the second half. So to reset the foul situation for Riverton, Johnson, we do believe, has 4. Jackson has 3, although the scoreboard says she's fouled out. 4:37 to go, 10-point lead. Inbound to Judd, and Judd's going to throw it away. Second turnover of the half. Webb's going to take it all the way, miss. Rebounded by Assay, miss, or Biter miss, and Assay gets it. So Biter with a miss, Webb with a miss, and Assay is good. So we've got some sort of call on the floor. We're trying to see here. I do believe we have a foul on the floor, actually, against us. No, she's still got 2. So just with dead ball whistle, Riverton brings it up. Gets it Cloudhorse, who almost throws away. They're cutting either before the pass. They got to watch this. Judd now with it. She's going to get stolen ball. And now we got to fight on the floor. And don't fight Ella Judd. But it's going to go down possession arrow. And it's going to go over to Rock Springs with a 12-point lead. Oh, the possession arrow. Worst thing since peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. Picking up her dribble for no reasons, Anderson, but she's bailed out by Biter. Biter looks to drive, gets it to Harris, who's now in the game. Harris gives a pick for Anderson. Anderson for 3, no good. Now she's mellowed out a little bit, and it's going to go out of bounds and off of Rock Springs. So Biter, Anderson, Webb, Assay, Brewster, Harris all seeing playing time here in the third quarter for Rock Springs. Jackson now with it on the right wing. She's going to dribble, pop from 17. She's going to miss, but it is going to be a foul on the play that's going to send her to the line. Foul is against number 21. That's Assay. That's her third. That's a second team foul. It'll send Jackson, who has her own unique way of approaching free throws. First one up and good. She now has 13 points on the day, 33-22. Substitution for Rock Springs. They're bringing Hanson in. So Jackson, of course, dribbles, but then steps in and kicks her left foot back. Second one's up and good. You know, Jackson with all the Riverton points here in this second half. 33-23, 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Looking to drive, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Cloudhorse. That miss by Biter, her second miss of the third quarter. Cloudhorse gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg's going to come up, pop a 3. No good. Rebound by Bradley, who's now in the game. So Leesburg and Bradley now being in the game. Leesburg has it, gets it to Jackson, who's going to shoot a 3. She misses everything, unfortunately. Not a great shot, hand right in her face. And they're going to come away. Webb putting up the 3. Putting up the layup shot. It's no good, but Ella Judd going to be whistled for a block, and you could see that coming a mile away as she was moving her feet, just trying to shield the goal, the basket from Webb, and that is the third team foul. At the line is going to be Webb shooting 2. She's very slow and methodical with her dribbles there. Puts it up, a lot of spin on it, up and good. 34-23. We're seeing Fegler come back in and Brown. They're coming to get Jackson and Judd, respectively. Referee signals one more shot with 3:01 from the free throw line. Chance to get it back out to the biggest lead of the day, being 12. It's up and no good by Webb. Rebound by Fegler. Gets it up to Olivia Bradley, who's now checked in. Bradley is going to get called for a walk. Her pivot foot just slid about 1.5 feet. So that's going to be the third turnover of the half against Riverton. 13 on the day with 2:52 to play in the third. they're showing a little bit of a press. That's a palming. And he says no. Oh, he's blind on that one. I don't usually criticize refs, but that was, no, she did not have it over the top. He signaled she did. We had a great view, but still. Rock Springs with the ball, looking to go baseline is Harris. She takes it up, no good. Rebound by Rock Springs. They kick it out to Anderson for three. No good. Rebound by Leesburg. Leesburg to Bradley, who's going to try and bring it over the line. Oh, shake and bake. The fans love it as she got rid of Webb on a nice crossover. Almost broke her ankles. Gets it to Fegler with 2:12. Fegler looks, drives the elbow, gets it to Bradley. Bradley looking to go baseline. Does, and we're going to get a block, I do believe, on Webb. And she seems to know she's in trouble because she's coming all the way over to come out of the game. It is against Webb. That is her third, team third of the second half. Brewster coming in to spell Webb here with 2:07 to play, 11-point lead for Rock Springs. Looking to inbound it, and the inbound is going to be almost stolen away, but luckily it just goes out of bounds harmlessly, and it'll stay with Riverton. That's an interesting place to do a bounce pass 2 feet in front of you. Inbounded Bradley, a little more traditionally out around three-point line. She gets it to Brown on the left wing. Brown looking to bring it up top. She does so, picks up her dribble, has to get it to Leesburg. Leesburg to Bradley on the right wing. Bradley gets a screen from Cloudhorse. They switch on it. Bradley has to pick up her dribble, gets it over to Fegler. Fegler looking to go to her left, does so, hands it to Leesburg. Leesburg hits off her knee, but gains control of it to Bradley. Bradley to Fegler. Fegler looking to go baseline, does, and she is absolutely rejected. And we are going to have a jump ball, should stay, or held ball, excuse me, they don't jump it anymore. So possession error, that shows my age. Possession error will stay with Riverton with 1:35 in the third. Inbounded to Brown up at the top of the key. She backs up even further to set the play. Goes to Fegler on the left wing. Fegler almost trapped again, gets it to Olivia Bradley. Bradley looking to get it up top to Leesburg, does so. Leesburg back to Bradley. Bradley's got a wide open look at three, but she won't shoot it. And the fans were screaming for her to shoot it. She goes inside, it goes to Leesburg, who then gets it to Cloudhorse, who is now going to get walked. And boy, are the Rock Springs fandom mad. Foul's going to go against number 15, that's Anderson. That's her first, team fourth. And it'll send Cloudhorse to the line. She's got 4 so far today. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. First one is up and good. So 34-24. Can they get it back to single digits here? Cloudhorse takes a couple dribbles, puts the next one up, hits the front iron, back iron, and then up, in, and good. 34-25. Anderson with it. Now she gets over to Brewster, brings over the timeline. Brewster looking to drive right. There's no one to take the charge. She kicks it out to Biter for three. No good by Biter. Cloudhorse comes away with it. She may be thinking going all the way. Puts it up, and they're going to call a charge. They're going to call a charge against Cloudhorse. I didn't think they were going to call it because she gave away with it, but she was there beforehand. I thought she was going to take it a little bit harder than she did. But they're going to call a timeout here. Timeout is by Rock Springs in the minute and some odd left. I do believe they just took time down. But we'll take it with them. Be right back in 30 seconds here on KTAK.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We've got 53 seconds left in the third is when that was taken. Rock Springs with the ball, bringing it over the timeline. They look to set it up. Brewster has it on the right wing. She looks cross court, then decides to dribble a little bit, then backs out. Looking for the cutter. It's not there. Goes to the left wing. She cuts herself. They get it to her on the low block. She puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Leesburg with 27 seconds left. Leesburg has it. We're under 23 seconds as she crosses the timeline. 34-25 over to Bradley on the left wing. Bradley has it with 15 seconds, dribbling to her right up top of the near half court. Macy Brown with it. Brown over to Leesburg as we hit 10 seconds. Trying to hit Cloud Horse. There's a turnover. That was not a wise pass to someone who's double teamed. Anderson now with it. They're looking to break. They put it up with 2 seconds left. Does Anderson? No good. That shot will not be up and good. No good it wouldn't have counted anyway by Harris, but it would have by Anderson, who missed. So after 3, it is 34-25 in favor of Rock Springs. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on KTAK.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We have a couple of scores on the ladies' side. In Thermopolis Lady Bobcats fall to Powell 58-32. After 3 quarters in Mountain View, Wyoming, Mountain View leading Lander Valley Lady Tigers 55-32. We are back here. Riverton trailing by 9. Starting the quarter off with the ball is Rock Springs. They're swinging around. Biter with it on the right wing, looking to drive down the center. Has to get to Brewster. Brewster for Rock Springs, looking to go down the middle again. She's cut off. Looks like a zone. Yes, it is a zone. Now it's faded into a man-to-man. Excuse me, it looked like a zone. Brewster has it, has to roll it out, and that's going to be turnover number 2 for Rock Springs, but couldn't have come at a better time. 7.5 minutes to go, 9-point lead. Let's see if Jackson can get hot or if Fegler can start to find her range. Like to see either one of them do something right here. We've got Savannah Morton is now in as well to start the fourth. Brown gets to Fegler over to Judd, looking for Judd, is tipped out of bounds off of Rock Springs, so it'll remain Riverton basketball with 7:14 to play in regulation. Fegler with it now, inbounds to Judd. Judd looking to drive, puts it up. She's partially blocked, no good. Rebound is going to come away loose, and we're going to have a whistle of sorts. It's going to say it went out of bounds off of Rock Springs and will remain with Riverton at 7:09 to play. Inbound to Jackson. Figured they'll pay a lot of attention to Jackson. Jackson to Brown for 3. No good. Missed off everything, and away comes Rock Springs with it. Assay has it, guarded by Jackson. Gets it to Brewster, comes over the timeline. Brewster to Biter, back over to Assay on the right wing. Down low now, looking for Brewster, and it's going to be tapped out of bounds. She almost had it by Paisley Jackson. So with 6:46 to play in the ball game, it will remain with Rock Springs. Looks like Anderson will be inbounding to her right of their own basket. Inbounds it to Biter. Biter up to Webb. Webb over to Brewster on the right wing. She looks for Webb down low on the block. Finds her. She's guarded by Morton. We've got a loose ball. Nobody picked up for Riverton. Assay ran all the way down from the wing, grabbed it, and gets out to Anderson up top to reset with 6.5 minutes to go. Looking inside, Anderson got to Assay. Assay to Biter. Biter over to Anderson again. Down low on the block to Assay. Assay kicks out to Webb. Over to Biter. Now back to Brewster on the far right wing, or far right baseline. She brings up top. They're in no hurry to do anything right now. Judd now sensing that, tries to put the pressure out a little bit more. Now looking to drive as Brewster kicks out to Webb for a 3. No good. Jackson comes away with it. Looking to break is Jackson. Jackson has her pocket picked from behind, and we're going to get a cheap one on Fegler, but definitely had to do it because it had been a 2-on-none So foul's going to go against Fegler. That's going to be her second. Only the team fourth of the second half. First one they've had all fourth quarter. 5:50 to go, 9-point game. Let's see what Rock Springs decides to do here. Anderson has it up top, over to Biter on the left wing. Gets it to Webb, who's running right to her, so they're both on the left wing, Anderson with it. She's going to pull it out. They're just perfectly fine and content to waste some clock is Rock Springs. Webb gets it, looks to drive in from the left. It's cut off, winds up passing it out, and it winds up with Anderson. That was a walk, but not called. Brewster gets it for a three. Good. And that is concerning. That's more than concerning. 37-25 in favor of Rock Springs with 5:10 to go. Jackson looking to drive down, gets it to Morton. Morton to Fegler. Fegler looking to come to the free throw line. She does, gets it out to Brown. And we're going to have the ball get tipped out of bounds off of Rock Springs as a pass was trying to be completed. And it is going to go over to, it's going to stay with Riverton. I'm trying to put in an order with my daughter for another red Gatorade. Brown has it, gets it to Judd. Judd looking to drive down, does drive down, puts it up, no good, but she's going to go to the line for two. Foul is going to go against number 20. Webb, that's her fourth. That is the team fifth. First of the fourth quarter. Judd misses her first free throw, and you can't have that. Got to hit your free throws here. Looks like Johnson may be coming back in here. Right now, Judd, Fegler, Cloudhorse, Brown, and Jackson in for your Wolverines. Judd has the ball, puts second free throw up, and no good. Too hard off the back iron. And away comes Rock Springs with 4:46 to go in the game. Rock Springs bringing it up top. They've got it to Anderson up top. She swings it over to Hanson. Hanson over to Assay. Assay back over to Anderson, who shoots a three. No good. Wildly missed. Rebound by Anderson. Gets it to Harris twice, who missed. Rebound by Brewster. They kick it at back, and now Brewster's now the one out back getting it. Brewster settles things down as we go under 4:20. Hanson has it, gets over to Anderson on the left wing. Up top to Harris, over to Hanson. Hanson looks inside for Assay. She looks a little spinning shot up. It's a no good, and it will go over to, nope, it gets hit out of bounds by Riverton. Still a 12-point game. We're going to see Leesburg come in. And who else did we see? Johnson coming in. Leesburg and Johnson came in. And now we got a whistle on the inbound. It's going to be an offensive foul, it looks like. That's going to go against 15. That's Anderson. That's team 6. So it'd be nice to see them be able to get to the line here at some point in time. Jackson with it as she comes over the timeline, goes to her right, gets over to Leesburg, They look a lot alike. Leesburg looking to drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound is by Cloudhorse. She stole it away, basically, took that. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So, 3:42 to play in the ball game. It is 37-27 in favor of Rock Springs. We'll be right back on KTAK.
One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine High School basketball. Lady Wolverines trail the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs 37-27 here midway, a little bit past midway in the fourth quarter. little bit of press by Riverton, and it's going to equal. Nope, it's not going to equal a steal. Almost did. It led to a deflection, and quickly timeout on the floor by Rock Springs. We'll take it with them and be right back here on KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back on the inbound. There was a foul on number 1, that being Olivia Bradley, who's now checked into the game. That's her third, and it is the team 6th is what we're showing here. So next foul by anybody, people are shooting free throws. Bradley trying to guard Anderson over in the corner, back up top to Assay as we go under 3:15 to play. Assay going to back it all the way out. They're perfectly content to tick-tock milk that clock. Assay with it. Jackson not putting enough pressure on to start a 5-second call. Finally does, and almost stole it. Could have been a travel there, but she did have her hand on the ball, and they're going to keep it. Brewster looks for Assay underneath, puts it up, no good. Harris comes over the back. It's just they're just going to say it was not a turnover, but went off of her anyway. No foul on the floor. And we've got all sorts of action here. Johnson coming in, Brown coming in, Leesburg coming in. Looks like Brown, Cloudhorse, and Olivia Bradley coming out. So Jackson, Brown, Leesburg, Johnson, and Fegler on the floor. 4 of which I know will shoot a three-pointer if it's there, and that may be time to start thinking that with 2:45 to go, 27-37. They get to Johnson on the right wing. She looks to drive. She's open, puts it up, no foul called, and she should have had it anyway. Should have been and one opportunity. Webb has it, gets it to Harris. Harris is going to get called for a walk, and it was horrible. it was a lot of steps. 4th turnover of the day against Rock Springs. Like I said, they take care of the ball. They don't shoot well at all. Neither does Riverton. But the difference in the game right now, 14 turnovers to 4. That's really the stat that you can really hone in on. Both of them have shot poorly. And there's the turnover. Johnson's going to return the favor on the right wing there. And she's going to walk. So 15-4. And here we got the offense for defense, and why am I not surprised that Savannah Morton is on the defensive rotation? We got to call her in soccer. We will, I'm sure, this year as well. And she is a one-woman wrecking crew when it comes to defense. So we've got Bradley, Morton, and Judd all checking in. A little bit offensive, defensive substitution. Brewster has it, 2:15 to go. She brings over the timeline for Rock Springs. Tight man-to-man. Cloudhorse, of course, in there as well. Nice pass to Webb, but she loses control of it. It's going to go out of bounds for turnover number 5. So the offensive-defensive thing is working. And here comes Leesburg, Brown, Jackson, and Fegler to get Cloudhorse, Bradley, Morton, and Johnson. So definitely offensive and defensive substitutions. I've just never seen it be four people for 4 people 2 times in a row. I wonder if that's going to keep up. Jackson with it now, comes over the timeline, under 2 minutes to go, gets it to Brown, and we're going to get a moving screen of some sort or a push, I'm sure, against Jackson. She's extremely physical. It is against Jackson. That's her 4th. They've had her with 5 for the entire game. No, it's or on that side, no shooting here, even though it is foul number 7. So now we get another one. Nope, we get a timeout on the floor. So I'm completely confused. They don't have Jackson's foul up. Or did they call that on Bradley? Nope, they didn't call it on Bradley either. So we'll take the timeout with them. Under 2 minutes to play. 37-27 in favor of Rock Springs. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage. Out of that timeout by Coach Camillari of Rock Springs. Riverton and full court press. We don't know how many they're going to officially say Jackson has. They don't have her up on the board at all. They had her with 5 already for the past quarter and a half. And now we're going to get a timeout again with 1:42 done. Great defense by Riverton forces it. We'll take it with them. Pay some bills here on KTAK.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
And welcome back to KTK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 37-27 with 1:42 to play in the game. Rock Springs with the lead. You've got to look no further than I said a few minutes ago than the turnover discrepancy. Inbounded, Coach McIntosh with his defensive folks out there. Morton will come out and guard Assay, and she'll switch right off to Anderson. Anderson to Brewster. They're looking to trap. Judd and Morton with the trap. Morton looking to go up top, does so. Webb now with it. And we see Olivia Bradley fall to the ground. She gets back up, maybe just a trip. And we're going to get a push foul that will send Rock Springs, number 2, Biter to the line. That foul against number 24, Johnson. That's her 4th. Should be her 5th. Now, I'm all sorts of confused because we already had, they have it as her 4th, so we'll stick with it. Be 1-1 for Biter. Now, here comes Jackson. Of course, Jackson called for the last foul. I've got her with 4. Let's see if they still got her with 5 on the scoreboard, if they update that. They haven't updated that yet, but Biter will go to the line. It's the 8th team foul against Riverton. Biter puts the first one up and good. So only the second ball going in the basket this quarter. They're hit 1 3 and now 1 free throw, but Cloud Horse has the only points for Riverton as well with only 2. She misses the second one. Still 38-27. We go all on the floor for the rebound, but Leesburg comes away with it with 1:17. Gets it to Jackson. They got to move in a hurry, and they got to be doing at least three trade-offs. Gets it to Fegler with 1:09 left. Fegler up top. Good defense here by Rock Springs. Fegler looks to drive, gets it to Cloud Horse for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Rock Springs. Webb will bring it over the timeline under a minute to go. 55, 54, 53 to go. Webb now with on the right, guarded by Leesburg. Leesburg just shoves her to the ground. I don't know if that was a purposeful foul or not, but nonetheless, it will be a foul. That's her second. So it'll be the 9th team foul against Riverton. It will be her second. It will send Webb to the line. She's got 1 point and 4 fouls, does Webb on the day. 0 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She'll be shooting 1 and 1 here. First one is up and way too strong off the back iron. Rebound comes away to Leesburg, and we're going to get a foul reaching around behind. That foul going to be on Brewster. That's her second. And it'll be the team's 7th with 47.5 seconds left. So send Leesburg to the line. She is going to be looking for her 4th and potentially 5th points of the game. Leesburg with the ball, takes 2 dribbles, puts a shot up and good. So 38-28, still a 10-point game. They just cannot crack that ever since they gave it up. Leesburg with the second shot, up and no good. Rebound is fought over, still being fought over. Who are we going to have it off of? It's going to go out of bounds off Riverton. Here come Judd and Bradley. Not really going as deep with Morton and whatnot. We've seen most of the players on the bench. I think the only one we haven't seen is Cammie Paskett today. Inbounded to Brewster. Brewster back to Anderson. Bradley goes to the ground again. I do wonder if she's a little more hurt than she's letting on here. She gets up, though. Anderson brings over the timeline for Rock Springs as we go under 30 seconds. Fegler up in the face of Webb, who has it. Webb gets it to Brewster. Brewster looks to hit a cutting Webb, does so. We're under 20 seconds to go. I think that's going to probably do it. Anderson with it, goes to Webb. I think they're just going to dribble this thing out. Nope, Webb looks to drive down towards the basket, then pulls it back out. We have 8 seconds left. Anderson with it up top. Anderson just looking to get it to Webb with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Webb has it. She's just going to hold on to it till the end, and that's the ball game. So your final score here from Riverton High School. The Lady Wolverines gave a valiant effort but fall 38-28 to the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. We will be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
At Teton there.
And welcome to the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KTAK. We've got a special guest with us. I told her I was going to put her on the air, and I'm going to. So we are joined by Riverton's own Savannah Martinez. I'll mute it before, so when she gets on, you don't hear it. Welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame, Savannah. A rough night, especially a rough second half.
Yeah.
Second half, not too kind. In the fourth quarter, 7 total points scored between the two teams. 4 scored by Rock Springs, 3 by Riverton. And Riverton still having kind of an issue of finding that second and third scorer. We'll start over on the Rock Springs side, kind of balanced scoring there. Anderson led the way with 9. Brewster, Hanson, and Harris all with 5. Assay with 7. Byer with 4. And Webb with 1. Now on the flip side, kind of the story of the game, Cloud Horse scoring 8, career high for her on the varsity level. What can you tell me about the effort you saw from her tonight?
Her effort was pretty good. I seen her improve as a player, and I think if the girls play like more intense, it'll be better for them. Also, less turnovers would benefit the team. Way good.
15 turnovers to 5. That was kind of the real difference maker.
Yeah.
As neither team shoots lights out on the season. Your Papa Murphy's player of the game is the aforementioned We Too Cloud Horse. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, We Too Cloud Horse.
We Too Cloud Horse. Congratulations to her. Hopefully someone will come up and tell her that.
Yeah.
And we'll segue right into our Gatorade Thirst Quencher player of the game. That, of course, is going to be Paisley Jackson with 14. She had 14, Cloud Horse with 8, and then it kind of fell off. 2 points by Bradley, who seemed to become a spark plug of energy in the first half,
her
coming off the
good.
bench for the first time really this season that we've seen. And then we had Leesburg finish with 4. And I don't know, there's something about Leesburg or Leisburg that really sticks out to me. Whenever she comes in, she's got some game. Of course, she's the only freshman that really sees any playing time.
Yeah, I agree too.
So, unfortunately, the big going away story, and one of the differences, 15 turnovers. Of course, not the night for McKay Fegler. We're used to her being a little more consistent. She just could not find the basket. Shooter's got to shoot, but 0 of 11. She was 0 of 6 from 2 and 0 of 5 from 3 and unable to get to the free throw line. Free throw line, kind. Cloud Horse 4 of 5 from the line. Jackson 2 of 2. Leesburg 1 of 2. And Judd being 0 for 2. So this doesn't get any easier because they have to go to Kelly Walsh tomorrow and play at 2 o'clock. What do you remember from games going that far away down into the Casper area?
What I remember is Kelly Walsh is a good scoring team. They have big girls, but I think our girls could compete with them if they keep our turnovers. Technically, what's hurting our team the most this year is turnovers. Turnovers is what's killing them the most.
Turnovers has been something we've talked about every pregame, that shot selection, and we're just going to keep reaching it. We want to thank Savannah Martinez for joining us, and we will be right back. We're going to go right from the Click It or Ticket postgame show right into the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show right after this on KTAK.
You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
And welcome to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KTAK. We're now ready for the Wolverines to face off against the Rock Springs Tigers, coached by Rosette. Riverton 9-2 overall, 1-0 in the West, having beaten Cody in 4A basketball action. Everybody else is 0 for 0, but Rock Springs right now is listed as the second team in the conference, only because they're 6-6 overall. It definitely falls off very quickly on this side of things. The 6-6 Rock Springs. You do have 6-2 Jackson and 6-4 Star Valley. They're technically better ranked than that. Riverton just playing extremely good basketball, leads the entire state 4A with the most points in a game. That was 83 over beating Cheyenne, heavily ranked Cheyenne South. Top 5 performances in assists, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, 2 of them. They dominate the field goal. They dominate the overall field goal percentage. Just a really, 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 really good team here for Riverton. On the flip side of things, Rock Springs is no slouch either. They have the number 1 player in assists. They've got a top 10 player in scoring. They've got 2 top 10 players in rebounding. We're going to really look at David DeBoer and Dalton Thomas, Trenton Butcher, and really David DeBoer, Dalton Thomas, and Trenton Butcher, the 3 to really look at here as we get going. So we are about ready for the Sutherland's starting lineups, and I can pretty much tell you who the boys are going to start off the top of my head, but we won't do that. We'll just go along with it, and we'll actually go ahead and search for it as we will be right back here. And somehow my Sutherland's logo is messed up. Thanks for Connor pointing that out. We'll get that back there. So we're seeing, just confirming we were right. So your starters are for your Sutherland starting lineup for Rock Springs is going to be, I'm sorry, I'm trying to lay eyes on them all here. A 6'1" senior, David DeBoer, a senior. Number 3, who we didn't have on here for some reason, I must have missed it, Dalton Thomas, a senior as well. Number 10, a 6'0" junior, Cale Anderson. And a 6'3" senior, number 23, Trenton Butcher. And now it is time to say hello in the Sutherland startup to the Riverton Wolverines. Starting a senior, number 0, Jason Vincent. Number 5, a senior, Cade Gabrielson. Number 14, a senior, Nathan Hutchison. Number 1, a junior, Derek DeVries. And number 12, a junior, Parker Paxton. So I'm still trying to get in my stat book here who all starting there. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So we're going to segue right into basketball action here on KTAK. Riverton will be going left to right on your radio dial. The tip-off will be between Thomas and Derek DeVries is going to be tipping off. Thomas has got, it looks like 3 or 4 inches from here, so this distance might be 6 inches or so. Tip is going to go by Thomas. It is won by the visitors. Rock Springs Tigers going right to left. They've got the ball with Newman. Newman gets it over to DeBoer. DeBoer is going to get, we're going to get an offensive. Oh, no, we got a girl running across midcourt. We had a little girl run literally across midcourt. Referee got the whistle blown, and that's not a good thing to have happen. Luckily, it got called and caught. So inbounded, DeBoer has it up top. He's guarded by Vincent. Gets it over to Newman. Newman on the right wing, back up top to DeBoer for a long three. No good. Rebounded by Rock Springs. They get inside. Blocked by DeVries is Butcher, and away comes Riverton with it. Parker's going to stop and pop from three. No good. So turnover, nice block there. Swinging around is Rock Springs. They're going to shoot a long three. Is Anderson. He misses. Putback is up and good, though, by Thomas. So 2-0 in favor of Rock Springs. DeVries now with up top to Paxton on the left. Paxton looking to drive, takes it down low, puts it up. No good, no foul called. That's what he was trying to get called. DeBoer with it now. Newman with it now. Newman bringing up the left side. Gets over to DeBoer on the right wing. DeBoer guarded by Vincent. They get it over to Anderson. Anderson back to Newman. Newman on the left wing, guarded by Paxton. Looks to drive in, spins, puts up a 10-footer. No good. Rebound by DeVries. DeVries taking all the way, kicks out to Kate Gabrielson. He thought about the three, turned it down, gets it to DeVries around the baseline. DeVries drives in, pops from 15, airballs everything, and it will go out of bounds and over to Rock Springs with 6:22 to play in the first. DeBoer now with it. He's going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to his right, gets it to Butcher. Butcher hands it off passes it off to Anderson. Anderson back out to Butcher. I keep wanting to say Butcher. Maybe that's it. But Butcher inside now to number 3. He puts it up. No good. Puts it back up again, and he's good, that being Thomas, who now has all 4 points. It's 4-0 with 5:51 to play in the first. DeVries brings it across timeline, goes to Vince on the right wing. Vincent dribbling on top, now drives down the lane, puts it up, and good! Jason Vincent with the first bucket of the night for Riverton. Is 4-2 in favor of Rock Springs with 5.5 to go in the first. Now with it is Anderson on the left wing, gets it up top to Thomas. Thomas over to Newman, almost lost it, goes to DeBoer. DeBoer looking inside, gets it to Anderson. Nice passing done. Shot is up and no good by number 23, that being Butcher. No good, but he will go to line shooting too. Foul is going to go against number 1, Derek DeVries. His first, team first. Monroe and Sheets looking to check in now. First one is up and good. No, it wasn't good. Excuse me. I said it was good and it was not. I lied. Second one is on its way. Bounce off everything. No good. Away comes DeVries with it now. Still 4-2. And it was good. I was right. They're just being very slow on the uptake here on the scoreboard. That's all right, though. It's just volunteers. So DeVries with it. Drives in. They leave him alone. He realizes as he turns around, he's well guarded. And then they all just left to help on the passing lanes. 5-4. DeBoer with it now. We see Hutchinson and Gabrielson looking to come back in. This will start the rotation, I do believe. Looking underneath for Thomas. Thomas has to dribble out to get control of it. Newman with it, goes underneath. It's put up by Butcher, no good. Thomas with the rebound, no good. Drevin Monroe comes away with the rebound. Thomas with a miss and Butcher with a miss there. DeVries now with it. Goes to Paxton. Paxton on the left wing, comes up top, has a look at three. Good! And one! Draws the foul and will go to the line for not even old-fashioned, just a 4-point play. Foul against Butcher. That's his first, team first. Paxton will go to the line. Hutchison comes in. They get, and as I said, Hutchison, Gabrielson, they can get DeVries and Vincent. Free throws up by Paxton, and it's good. So 8-5 now in favor of Riverton with 4:19 to play in the first. Newman brings it up, gets it to Anderson. Anderson looking to drive the middle, cut off, goes into the paint to 23. They try and force it in. It goes out of bounds off of, I think it was off Hutchison there. Couldn't really tell, but it will remain with Rock Springs. Looking to inbound, DeBoer inbounds right easily to Thomas, who puts it up and good. It was a nice inbound play there. 8-7, 4 minutes to go. Paxton now dribbling up for three. Good! Parker, that's 2 in a row for the young junior state champion golfer with 3:52, 11-7. DeBoer looking to go all the way down the court. He does. There's a reason he's a great scorer, and he has his first 2 of the night. Fans getting a little upset. They put a little pressure. Gabrielson brings it up. Gabrielson looking for Paxton, gets it to Paxton. Paxton acted like he was going to shoot a 3 with a guy in his face. Gets it to Hutchison for 3. Good by Nathan Hutchison! 14-9, and business is picking up here as far as the pace goes. Newman gets it over to Anderson. Anderson up top to Butcher. Butcher over to DeBoer. DeBoer looking inside, looking for a screen. He gets it. They switch on it. He moves to his left, though, trying to reuse again. Hutchison all over him. Back up top, winds up with Newman, gets over to Anderson. Anderson guarded by Monroe. He drives in, puts it up, and good. Boy, this has maybe got a barn burner written all over it. 14-11, 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Paxton with it, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to come up top, does so at the free throw line, looks to drive, gets it out to Paxton. Paxton to Ty Sheets, Sheets for 3, hits everything and good! Hit all! I mean, all of the iron it could, and went in 17-11 in favor of Riverton. And boy, they are hot from 3. DeVries also looks like we got Lucas coming in as well here as DeVries and Vincent will come in. Looking inside, taken away on the first turnover of the night. Gabrielson with the steal. Gabrielson brings it up, hits Sheets over in the corner for 3, no good. Paxton rebounds and puts it up, and 1 for Parker Paxton. Hoop and harm. Foul going against, let's see here, number 3, that being Thomas. That's his first. Team second. So we do see Lucas coming in. He's gotten a haircut. Vincent coming in, and so they'll join Paxton, Monroe, and Gabrielson as your 5 Wolverines. Paxton now at the line, 19-11. Free throws up and good. 20-11 now in favor of Riverton. DeVries will now come in, and who's he going to get? He gets Paxton. Paxton already with 10 points on the night. Started out slow, 0 for 2, and has been red hot since. They've now got, who all do they have in here? They got number 35 in. I'm going to have to look him up. We've got a block, and it's going to be a jump ball. Of course, Rock Springs fans, none too happy about it, as number 35 is going to, let's see if we got him on our roster here so we can give you a name. No, we don't have a 35, so we're just going to have to wing it. He's guarding Vincent as Vincent brings up because the possession error, of course, favored Riverton. Vincent drives down. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Fouled in the process of shooting. He missed the shot. Foul is going against number 13, Newman. That's his first. Team third. Vincent puts it up and good. 21-11. I just heard a Rock Springs fan say call it both ways. It's only 3 fouls to 1. And you know, folks, I'll be honest with you. So far it hasn't been off. The second one is off. The second free throw is no good by Vincent. So it's 23-11 in favor of Riverton. Turnover, yes, they tried to drive baseline, got a little fancy with the passing. Second turnover of the day against Rock Springs. This 23-11 score is really kind of throwing me a little bit because I think somewhere in my gut I feel like it's wrong and it should be 22-11. But that's okay. We'll go with it. Vincent on the wing. He looks to drive, puts the shot up, and good. Jason Vincent asserting himself in this first quarter. They're giving him some lane to drive in. He's taking it. Long pass is got and shot up by Thomas. He misses the shot, but he will go to the line for two. We're going to get a foul against number 30, that being Lucas. That's his first foul and team second. So Hutchison looking to come back in. My guess is Drevin Monroe, but I could be wrong. Free throws up, hits off the back iron, but does fall through and good. Minute 19 to play in the game, 25-12 in favor of Riverton. Second free throw is up and a much better looking shot, but they both went down. So it's now 25-13 Riverton. DeVries with it now. They're trying to pressure him a little bit. Gets it to Vincent on the left wing. Vincent looking to come up top, swings all the way to Hutchison. Hutchison driving down, pump fakes, puts it up, and he's rejected. That was a nice block, ladies and gentlemen, by the aforementioned 35. Lucas with a nice deflection there. They were looking on a long pass for Thomas, and Lucas able to hit it out of bounds, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Referees are questioning something. I think they're questioning the score. I do think it should be 24. I really do. But I'm not 100% sure what they're – nope, they're going with the clock. Clock had stopped. Clock wasn't moving. So 59.1 now. They put all of 0.5 of a second back on. DeBoer looking to inbound it. Does so to 35. 35 over to Stauffer, who's now in the game. Stauffer with it up top. He looks for Newman. Newman's not there. Finally, he dribbles it over to him, hands it off. DeBoer comes up. He's mad. He wanted the ball. He spins away from Vincent, shoots the three. Vincent was in his face, and he's no good. Rebound comes away to Lucas. DeVries now trying to bring it up court, does so. Gets it to Vincent, who will shoot a three. Good! Jason Vincent from downtown. 28-11. It is a three-point shooting clinic by Riverton in the first quarter. Under 20 seconds to go. Stauffer has it. Stauffer gets it. Newman almost stolen by DeVries, but they're going to call a foul on him. He felt like he got in there. That's DeVries' second, so no doubt. Only team third. 3 team fouls each. Very, very cleanly played first quarter right now. But that'll definitely necessitate DeVries sitting for a while. Long pass inbounds along the baseline, almost risky. They do get it to Thomas. And Stauffer going to shoot for three, and good. 5 seconds left, 28-14. Paxton trying to drive. It's going to go out of bounds block. Paxton was looking for the foul there. Goes out of bounds with 1.6 seconds left. So 1.6 seconds left. Inbound to Paxton. Paxton baseline three at the buzzer. No good. They tried to tip it up, and the clock had never started. Clock had never started. So let's see here. It was a miss by Paxton, and they're not happy. Let's just say that. So now let's see here. They're saying the point difference is I've got 16 as well. This has not been great look, quite honestly, for Riverton's home team. They do have 16. Should be 28-16 at the end of one. We'll take it with them and be right back here on KTAK.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And welcome back to KTK's coverage of Riverton High School athletics. Riverton Wolverines lead 28-16 over the Rock Springs Tiger. They did get it all sorted out, and it's 28-16 in favor of Riverton. Vincent, the only one not starting this one. We got Drevin Monroe starting the second quarter here. The rest are all what you'd expect. Gabrielson, Hutchison, Paxton. Vincent is starting. Who is not is the question. Drive is going to be by Rock Springs. They're going to miss, but they're going to send somebody to the free throw line. So, Derek. Derek's not starting. They're not playing in the second. Probably won't see him for a little while. Foul is going to go against Gabrielson. That's his first. Foul is the fourth of the quarter. Stauffer puts it up, and evidently his parents or friends behind me go yay Joey. So first one is up and good. Clean game so far. Been up and down pace. Been very fun to watch. If you're not watching, you're listening to KTAK. Reminder, you can turn on YO Today's YouTube page and watch all the action. Second one's up and good by Stauffer, and it is 28-18 with 7:40 to go in the half. Vincent gets it on the right wing. Vincent looking to drive, spins, stops, pops over to Monroe. Monroe's not going to shoot the three. He looks to drive in. He has to pick up his dribble. He needs help. A nice turn spin move. They just gave it to him. Up and good for two. 30-18. Quickly driving down is Rock Springs. They get it to Butcher, and he's going to get fouled. Foul is going against Hutchison, his first, team fifth. So Butcher will go to the line, shooting two here. He does the same thing Paisley Jackson does, a little kick up with his left foot. Interesting. Puts the first one up, and it is good to make it 30-19. Chance to get it down to 10 points here. Butcher with it. There goes the left foot. Doesn't kick quite as far back, and it is no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Riverton, and they had it. And you could tell by Nathan and Jason's reactions that they were none too pleased at the 7:20 mark. So DeBoer looking to inbounds it. He's got a wide open Butcher underneath, but he's going to lose it. Hutchison comes away with it. Hutchison looking to drive. He drives down, spins, comes back. Oh, he's blocked. Good thought. Didn't work out quite as well, and Rock Springs is going to come away with it. DeBoer with it, spins. He drug his pivot foot. No call. Kicked out to Butcher, who's good from three. They're letting people get away with dragging pivot feet tonight in both games. 30-22, 8-point lead. Paxton brought it up, got it to Vincent. Screen by Monroe. Vincent looking to go down the left side of the elbow. Hands off to Gabrielson. Gabrielson out to Hutchison. Hutchison with it on the right side, gets it to Monroe. Monroe thought about driving, thinks better of it, gets it to Paxton. Paxton dribbles in. A long two-pointer is good. DeBoer now bringing it up with 6:24, 32-22. Riverton in the lead in the first half. They look underneath. They get the three. He's up and no good. Rebound is up and no good by 10. Number 3 puts it up. No good again, but we're going to get a foul. Widener now in, by the way. It looks like for Rock Springs. Excuse me, Anderson, not Widener. Anderson, again, he missed. Foul is going against Hutchison, his second, team 6. So sending them to the line. First one is up and good by Thomas. He's got 9 points. He'll go to the line for the next one, seeking out his 10th point of the game. Ty Sheets is coming in now, returning to the game for Hutchison. So your Wolverines are Monroe, Sheets, Vincent, Gabrielson, and Paxton. Thomas at line for his second shot, up and no good. Rebound comes away to Monroe. Paxton now bringing it up the floor, looking to go to his right. Does so, gets it Gabrielson, who hands it back to Paxton. Paxton trying to use a screen. There's somebody open. They got 3 guys on him. Gabrielson has it now, looking to go down the right side. He's trapped, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. I do believe that's against DeBoer. Nope, they're going to put that on Stauffer. It's his first, team 4th. 35 coming back in, a Lionberger. That's 35. Okay, so we already had him. So we can take that out. They've switched numbers. The one we had was 25. They get all the Paxton on the corner for three. Good! Parker Paxton! And we've got a timeout by Rock Springs with 5:45 to play in the half. We'll take it with them. Riverton up top by 12 here on KTAK.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. You know, I said Parker Paxton was hot. He's got 9, 13, 14. He's got 15 points already on the day. And coming out of Coach Rosette's timeout, 5:43 to play, 12-point lead for Riverton. DeBoer has it. They're going, Rock Springs going right to left on your radio dial. Kick it out to Stauffer. Stauffer looks to drive in, gets it amongst the big boy, Lionberger, and he gets his first two of the evening. 35-25, 35-25. Stolen away there. First true turnover of the night for Riverton. Leads to a fast break. No good. Rebound by Lionberger. No good. He isn't able to get it up. And we have all sorts of chaos on the floor. Butcher and Lionberger missing it. Riverton coming away with it. They're letting them play. Vincent with it on the side. Drev Monroe set the screen. Gets it to Paxton. Paxton looking to rub off a screen. Then gets it to Sheets. Paxton for three. No good. And we're going to get a foul. And now we've got some ticked off people sitting around us. That's going to be against Stauffer. That's his second. It'll be team fifth. And it's going to send Paxton to the line to shoot three with 4:53 to go in the half. First one up and good. That's what Parker does. Parker, the free throw shooting Parker, I don't want to say it, and I just did. Second one up and good. Parker's kind of got, the shoulders are soft. They're not tense, and he had some issues earlier in the season. We actually got to talk to him about it, and you can tell now he's just in a rhythm right now, and I'm probably just jinxed him. He now has 16 points on the day is what they have up there. We'll calculate our book in a little bit. Third one up and good. So that should be point number 17 for him. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 4:53 to go. It's going to be a full timeout here at the first half. We'll be right back on KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And we are back here on KTAK, 38-25 in favor of the home team, Riverton Wolverines. Reminder, they will be going down to Casper to Kelly Walsh High School tomorrow, playing at 2 o'clock and 3:30. Girls start at 2, and you will have the pregame about 1:45 here on KTAK. Of course, video on WYO Today. Stolen by Derek DeVries, turnover number 4 for I just forgot the name, Rock Springs. But instantly after coming over half court, they return the favor. It's going to be a turnover on Riverton. DeVries is back in the game now. He's along with Monroe, Sheets, Vincent, and Brody Dale getting his first action tonight. Newman with it, gets it over to Anderson. Anderson over to, winds up with Lionberger. And who knew Brody Dale could jump that much? winds up inside with 10, that being Anderson. He puts up the 2, and it's good. 38-27, excuse me. Bucket is made by Vincent there underneath. Sorry about that, couldn't keep up with it. So it's now 40-27. Swing it cross court, they get it over to Thomas. He drives down, no good. Now we fight for the rebound. Thomas gets it back and puts it up and good. 40-29, 3:47 and a half. DeVries brings it over the timeline. Looking to drive down the center. He stops, turns from 15, up and no good by Derek. Rebound comes away, Newman with it. Ty Sheets with the steal and gets it over to Monroe. So nicely done, 5th turnover of the night for Rock Springs. Vincent with it now. Has it past timeline down towards baseline, kicks out to Monroe on the wing. Monroe gets it to DeVries, who is up top towards the half-court line. DeVries to Sheets. Sheets to Monroe. Monroe thinking about driving, instead hands it off to Dale. Dale hands it to Vincent as we go under 3:05 to play in the first half. Vincent looks to drive, gets it to Dale for 3. No good. Rebound by Thomas of Rock Springs. Coming down, DeBoer now with it. Nice spin move. Are they going to call the charge? Yes, they are! Charge on DeBoer. Do not count it. He made the basket. It is beautiful. Just Ty Sheets just camped out underneath him. That's team foul number 6. And there are some girls who are mad, some of the girls' teams. Now full court press. Paxson back in. Paxson, Sheets having to come all the way. DeBoer tips it, but it's going to go out of bounds and stay with Riverton. Nobody coming back to help. We got Hutchinson back in. Monroe's still in. Dale in, Paxson in, and Sheets are in with 2:52 to play in the first half. Sheets inbounds to Dale. Dale looking to bring it up. He's guarded by Newman. He gets it over the timeline. No real pressure there. Hands off to Paxson. Paxson gets a screen from Monroe. Looking to use it again. Gets it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives. Puts it up way too hard. No good. Monroe with the rebound. Puts it up. No good. And now we're going to have all sorts of people fighting for the rebound. And it's going to be a foul against 14. Hutchinson, that's his 3rd. So team 7th, and it'll lead to some free throws here. So the go line, we're shooting 1 and 1. First one is up, and it is good, made by Newman. So 10-point game, 40-30. Who'd we just get having come in? Gabrielson coming back in. Gabrielson checks in. He gets Sheets. Second one by Newman is up and no good. They just can't seemingly make 2 free throws in a row, but they did get it down to a 10-point game with 2:27 to play. And Riverton is on path, at least at the moment, to possibly threaten their score game statistic. 83, the most in a game by any team in 4A West. Paxson with it up top, gets it to Vincent, and we're going to get a foul on DeBoer. And that's not good if you're Rock Springs. He's their best scorer. He only has 2 tonight, though, but he can fill it up in a quick way. That's his 2nd, team 7th. So going to the free throw line will be Vincent. Vincent has 7-8, has 10 points already today. First one up and no good, so no bonus. And Rock Springs with the rebound, but they way overthrow it, looking for a huge outlet pass, and it goes out of bounds about 3/4 of the way down the court for the 6th turnover of the night for the Tigers. Sheets coming back in, so he's going to come in and get Brody Dale. Dale coming out. Paxson, Sheets saying he wants motion. So Paxson to Gabrielson. Gabrielson gets it up top to Monroe. Monroe looking to go to dribble to his right, hands it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson out to Vincent. Vincent, if he cleanly had taken it, might have had the three opportunity. Back to Monroe up top as we go under a minute 45. Gabrielson looking to use a screen. He can't do it. Can't make it work. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent for three. Way off target. I mean, way off target. Hit very far right of the backboard. And here comes Rock Springs looking to get within single digits. They get it off to Stoffberg. We're going to have a charge. Nope, we're going to have a block. We're going to have a block on Monroe. That's his first. Team 8, and he'll send Stauffer to the line to shoot one, excuse me. So foul against Monroe, 8th team. Stauffer, who is 2 for 2 from the line today, puts the first one of the 1-and-1, rims in and out, no good. Rebound by Vincent of Riverton. Gets it to Gabrielson with 1:22 left in the first half. Boy, this has been entertaining. Now it's slowing down a little bit. Maybe they're looking for their second win. Paxton drives, puts it up, no good. But he will go to the line. Foul is against, they said, number 13. That's Newman for Rock Springs. That's his second. Team 8. And he'll send Paxton to the line. He's 5 for 5 on the day. Hope I didn't jinx him. It's up and good. He kind of stepped forward with that one as if he didn't know, trying to will it in maybe a little bit. We got Sheets back into the game. He has came in for Monroe, I do believe. Free throw is up. No, not Monroe. Free throw is up and good by Paxton. 7 for 7 from the line. And his stat sheet filling up very quickly. Stauffer with it. Nope, not Stauffer. Excuse me. Patterson with it. He's now in for Rock Springs. Gets underneath. We're going to get and one, and that's going to be a cheap one against Monroe. And he did it. We saw it, but he shouldn't have. It's going to be an and one. Foul. Oh, it's not against Monroe. They're going to say Gabrielson. Monroe got bailed out because he did push the guy in the back. Team 9th foul. They'll send Thomas to the line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. He does. Sneaks it in over the front iron. Rolls in. 42-33 in favor of Riverton. 9-point lead. We're now under a minute. Gabrielson with it. Gets it to Paxton on the left wing. Paxton to Sheets. Sheets drives down. Kicks out to Monroe. Monroe thought about three, but gives it up to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looking to go baseline. He does. He's in no man's lane. Gets out to Monroe. Monroe drives the center. Puts it up, and no good. But we're going to get two shots. And, boy, his head hit the floor. I hope he's okay. They're going to say it's against Stauffer, and that's his third, so he'll have to come out. Team 9, they've had 6 this quarter, and it's going to send Monroe to the line shooting 2. Missed the shot. He's looking for points 3 and 4 now. First one is up and good. 43-33. Brody Dale checks in for Kate Gabrielson. Very efficient use by Sheets today of his bench, just rotating guys in, and the pace has been phenomenal. He's had to go rotate him pretty quick. Second one is no good. Rebounded by Vincent, though. Gets it to Monroe. Monroe hands it to Vincent. Gets it over to Brody Dale. Brody Dale's going to shoot a long three. No good. Paxton's going to step out on the line when he went for the rebound, and it's going to be a turnover. That was a long shot by Dale, but it been big. 32 seconds to go, 43-33. 43-33 in favor of Riverton. Patterson with it. Gets it over to Conrad, who's now in the game. Conrad up top to Lionberger. Lionberger back over to Anderson. Anderson looking to drive, puts it up. Blocked by Sheets! But rebound comes away to Patterson. Rock Springs with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we're not going to get a shot off. Nope, they're saying no, it would not have counted. So at the end of the half, it is 43-33 in favor of Riverton. We will be right back with our Central Wyoming College halftime show right after these messages on KTAK.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier financially.
And welcome back to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show here on KTAK. The cheerleaders are giving us a little bit of a show. We're going to try and at least view part of them through the logo and whatnot. Congratulations to them. Remember, unofficially on the scoreboard, here's what we got. Officially, it's 43-33 in favor of Riverton. Riverton very much slowed down in the half there, in the second quarter, excuse me. And the scary part is Rock Springs didn't. So let's see what this break does. We do have one person per team in foul trouble. Hutchison has 3. DeVries was looking like he might get 3, but Coach sat him quite a bit once he got the second one. And we've got Gabrielson has 2 as well, and Monroe has 1, and Lucas has 1 for Riverton. For Rock Springs, Stauffer is the one who's in trouble with 3, but DeBoer has 2 and only 2 points. Newman with 2, Butcher with 1, and Thomas with 1 as well. Your unofficial scoring so far, your top scorers have been for Rock Springs, have been Thomas. He has 14. He's the only guy in double figures for him. Stauffer's got 5, and a myriad of guys, 2 guys at 4, 2 guys at 2, 1 guy at 1. On the flip side of things, for Riverton, 2 guys have pretty much led the scoring. Parker Paxton, on the screen up there, they have him with 19, but I'm going with what I've got, which is 20. I'm short 2 points somewhere on mine. I don't know who I'm missing. but I am missing somebody who scored 2. But 20 for Paxton unofficially. He's been just rock solid from the free throw line, been hot at points in time from 3. His stat sheet is filled up. He's got 20 points. For those of you who kind of just thinking about a potential for being a high scorer here, let's look here. Single game statistic, the highest game scored in 4A in Wyoming so far is 32. That was done by Chris Wilson of Green River when they faced East. Theron Archibald's number 2 at 32. He's tied with him. That's, again, another player from Green River, but against Rawlins. David DeBoer of Rock Springs has 2 games of 30. He has 2 so far, one against Campbell County and the other one against Buffalo. And then Mason Drube of Campbell County against Lakota Tech had 29. So very, very interesting company here. 20 points, definitely on path for it. So we'll see what happens with that. Jason Vincent also in the scoring column in double figures at 10. Then I've got Sheets with 3, Monroe with 3, DeVries with only 2, and Hutchison with 3. But somewhere I'm missing 2 points, so I'll probably shortchange somebody. I will try and catch that up. We want to thank Central Wyoming College for a great education at an affordable cost. Remember Central Wyoming College, even if you want to go on to be a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that, come get your associates, get your core classes out of the way, and then you can move on. Reminder, too, now, Central Wyoming College now has bachelor's degrees. They just had their first graduating class this past spring that had bachelor's degrees. So we've got about 3 minutes left until the game starts back. We want to thank CWC again, and we'll be right back with the third quarter here on KTAK.
Insured by NCUA, Open Your Eyes to a Credit Union, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing.
Walk on the pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone. Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
All right, welcome back to the second half of KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. Some scores of interest at the end of 3. Powell led Thermopolis Bobcats 61-43. At half, Lander Valley Tigers up 25-16. Excuse me, we have actually final now. Final, Powell 85, Thermopolis Bobcats 59. So I don't have a score for the Wyoming Indian. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Halftime, the Kimmer boys led Wyoming Indian 32-28. So starting of the second half, here we go. Inbound is going to be possession arrow to Riverton. They're going right to left on your radio dial. Hutchison with it up top, gets it to DeVries, over towards three-point line in the corner, gets inside to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looked for a cutter to pass to, didn't have one, gets it to Paxson. Paxson drives the baseline, puts it up, no good. DeVries with the rebound. They're going to call a charge, I do believe, against Paxton. He hung up in the air, and it is very much a legitimate call. So that shot never happened. Or actually it did. He missed it nonetheless. So that's team first of the second half, and it'll go over to Rock Springs looking to cut into this 10-point lead. Newman has it, gets it over to DeBoer. DeBoer looking for Anderson, gets it to him for three, good. And just like that, 43-36. Paxson with it now, gets it to Vincent. Vincent to DeVries. DeVries drives in, gets it Gabrielson, who banks it up and good. And that's his first 2 points of the evening. So 45-36, Gabrielson with the 2. 9-point game. DeBoer has it in the front court. He gets it to Newman. They run a screen, little pick for DeBoer. He misses everything horribly. And it's going to come away. Fast break. Vincent has it, puts it up, and good for Jason Vincent. 47-36. Who else is in there? Thomas is in there, obviously. And three-pointer, but he traveled before he took the shot. And Butcher. So turnover, that'll be number 7 on the game. And quick timeout by Rock Springs. It is a full timeout with 6:26 to play in the third quarter. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. We're going to be here in the Gabrielson's going to be inbounding after the timeout by Rock Springs. I think he just wanted to settle him down. He saw something coming. 11-point lead. They'd gotten it down to about 6 or 7. Paxton brings it over the timeline, gets DeVries back up top to Hutchison. Hutchison's going to lose control. Vincent tracks it down for him. Vincent off the screen from Hutchison. Comes up top. He gets over to DeVries. DeVries looking to rub behind Vincent. Looking to drive down the middle now. He gets caught in the air, and there's going to be a foul on the floor before he took off and was hitting Hutchison on the pass. It's going to go against Thomas. That's his second. First team foul of the third. Inbounded, Gabrielson now with it. He comes across the free throw line, dribbling it, stops, pump fakes slightly and gets the guy in the air, gets it to Paxton. Paxton to Vincent. Vincent around the baseline, looking to drive baseline. He does so. He goes underneath, puts it up, and good. He now has 14 on the day. DeBoer with it, hands it off to Butcher. Butcher to Newman. Newman over to Anderson. Anderson looks for DeBoer, who goes underneath for 3, puts it up, and good. That's Thomas. He gets the hoop and the harm. Foul is going to go against DeVries. That's his third. Team second. So Monroe and Sheets both coming in. They're coming in for DeVries and Hutchison. Thomas going to the line, trying to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. He can't do it. It bounces no good off the rim and into Vincent's hands. Vincent hits Sheets out to Monroe at the elbow. Monroe looking to drive. Leans in, puts it up and good. Nicely done. He was looking for the foul, but he said, hey, if you give me the shot, I'll take it. 51-38. Stolen by Paxson. He gets Sheets on a break. He's going to put it up and rejected. Sheets absolutely rejected. You could see it coming, but that is the seventh turnover of the night, and it is 51-38 in favor of Riverton. Ball rejected out of bounds, will be inbounded by Gabrielson. Gabrielson gets it into Paxson. Paxson looks to go baseline, puts it up, and good! Paxson now with 22 on the night. DeBoer bringing it over. He's been held basically silent. He's only taken 3 shots. He only has 2 points. Looking inside is Butcher. They get it to DeBoer, who puts a 3 up and good, and he can score in bunches. So let's hold the phone now. 53-41. Paxson gets right past him as he was trying to put pressure on him. To Sheets, back to Paxson, over to Monroe on the left wing, left elbow-ish area of the three-point line. Hits Sheets on a drive, puts it up left-handed and good. And we've got a timeout on the floor. No, we don't. We've got some substitutions going on. Turnover. I'd look down to mark it in my scorebook, and Rock Springs turned it over because Vincent is looking to inbound here with 4:27 to go in third quarter underneath his own basket. Gets into Paxson. Paxson on the left wing. He looks to drive. He does. He puts it up. A wild one. Rebounded by Vincent. Puts it back up. No good, but he'll go to the line. Vincent headed the line with 4:20 left. Somewhere somebody's laughing about that reference. 55-41. Jason Vincent's going to get 2 shots. First one is up and good. Second one on its way, good. He's got 16 on the night. 57-41, 4:19 to go and counting in the third quarter. Newman with it, 16-point lead, largest lead of the game, I do believe. Gets it to DeBoer for 3, no good, he misses. Gets his own rebound, nicely done. Puts it up, no good. Can't get the rebound there, and I kind of get why they wanted a foul there, because DeBoer gave it his all. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be off of Riverton, so it'll stay with Rock Springs at 4:03 to go. For them to get back in, they either need to find Thomas a lot underneath or get DeBoer. Now, here's the weird part. He had 14 points. They've only found him once in 4 minutes. And he got the old-fashioned three-point play. Turnover on the inbounds pass by Rock Springs, so it's going to go over to Riverton. But what I was saying is Thomas had 14 points in the first half. They've gotten the ball to him one time this quarter, and he got hoop and harm. Didn't get the harm, didn't convert it, but still got the three-point play. Here he comes back into the game. I just don't understand why you wouldn't be feeding him when DeBoer is obviously not even looking for his shot. Paxson with the half court. He gets stripped nicely by Newman and DeBoer. Newman's going to take it all the way down. He gets fouled by Gabrielson. Misses the shot. Gabrielson, I guess you could look at it and say he got his money's worth on that one, so he couldn't get the shot up. Foul is against Gabrielson. That's his third. Team third of the second half. Never good when one of your starters has more fouls than points, but Gabrielson at least made it where Newman's got to go earn it. First one is on the way, and it is good. 57-42, 3:45 to go in the third. We've got Brody Dale coming back in. He's seeing some action here. Who else have we got? We got Monroe on the floor, Sheets, Vincent, and Paxson. Newman takes a deep breath, puts the second one up, and rattles it in. Timeout on the floor. Let's see if this is a full or a 30. That will depend on what we do here. One timeout. It's going to be a 30-second, so we will stay with them here. So far, Thomas, DeBoer has 5 points now. He has not. He's one of the top 5 performances scoring wise, and he's just not had a day of it. He only has 5. Thomas, they've completely kind of gone away from him, even though he was kind of what kept him in the game to begin with. Paxton now with 22. Vincent already up to 16 now. We were talking about Paxton at halftime a lot and some of Vincent, but Vincent has come on strong. This game is well suited, and it's being called very much like a game you would expect Jason Vincent to have a breakout performance in. So it looks like we do have full court press here. So Jason Vincent will inbound it. He'll get to Paxton. Let's see here. Last year, Paxton seemed unpressable. Paxton, DeBoer, and Paxton could just stream by him. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent bringing it down the left wing. Back out towards the baseline three-pointer. Gets it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson out to Vincent. Vincent's going to look to drive. You know he's going to shoot it, and he draws the foul. Lost some control of it, but you know he's going in there like a bull in a china shop. He did, and is that going against Stauffer? That is. That's his 4th. Third team foul. Vincent going to the line now, shooting 2. First one is up and good. Tigers substituting 10 in. That's Anderson. We've seen him in before. They don't go overly deep, it doesn't seem, but of course Stauffer comes out. Vincent's second free throw, up and good. Jason now with 18 on the day. Bringing it over half court, looks to get it over to DeBoer. DeBoer looking inside, decides not to throw into to Lineberger. Kicks out to Newman. Newman used his elbow, and they're going to call a block. He leaned into it, but that's a hard decision. That's a hard call to make, especially from that angle. There definitely had to be a foul. So they're going to give it to Paxton. That's his second. Team 4th. Inbounded. They get to Anderson. He goes up and underneath. Good. Nicely done by the young man there. And it's 45 to 59. Paxton's going to try and go coast to coast. Stops from 8. Misses. Rebound comes to Rock Springs. Down 14 are the Tigers looking to make up ground. DeBoer gets into Lineberger. Lineberger puts it up and good. His 4th point of the evening. And now all of a sudden, 59-47, 12-point game. DeBoer trying to pressure Paxton. Paxton just left him. Gets it to Sheets. Sheets back up top to Paxton. Paxton to Vincent for 3. No good. Missed. Rebounded by DeBoer of Rock Springs. DeBoer has it. He nods towards Thomas. Thomas sets the screen. They switch. Hutchison on it. Thomas gets it. Inside to Newman. Newman puts it up and no good. Paxton going for the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds and stay with Rock Springs. Monroe going to come in and get Jason Vincent right now. So you got Sheets, Hutchison, Monroe, Dale, and Paxton for our Riverton Wolverines. Inbounded, nicely done. They just forgot where Thompson was. That's a mistake. He puts up a little layup from the rebound underneath his basket, and we're back to a 10-point game. Paxton bringing it up over the midcourt line, gets it to Monroe. Monroe looking to drive, gets cut off, stops at the free throw line, hands it to Sheets. Sheets looking to drive to the basket, puts it up, rejected. Comes away, DeBoer with it now. He's looking, he pulls up, gets it to Newman for 3. In and out, no good, but we've got a foul of some sort. They're going to say on the floor, though, on the rebound. So Newman misses from 3. And it's going to be a foul on the rebound by number 3. That's against Thomas. That's his 3rd, team 4th. Gabrielson coming in and DeVries. They're going to get Sheets and Paxton respectively. I'm sure it was respectful. Inbounded by Monroe to Gabrielson. Gabrielson bringing it up. He's guarded by Newman. Gets over the timeline as we go under a minute 35 to play in the 3rd. Over to Hutchinson. He drives baseline. Stopped underneath the basket. He has to kick it out to Monroe for 3. Good! Driven Monroe from downtown. Big three-pointer there to get it back out to 13. DeBoer drives in. He's going to draw the foul on the shot against aforementioned Monroe, I do believe. He missed the shot, but will go to the free throw line for 2. And it is against Monroe. That's his second, team 5th. So free throws could come into play here with 5 and 4 fouls, respectively. DeBoer, first one's up, hits the back of the rim, bounces up high and in. Vincent comes in and gets Dale here. DeBoer's second free throw on the way, a little bit prettier there. Same result, though, up and good. 51, long baseball pass hits Vincent. Vincent thinks about driving. He thinks otherwise and brings it out. 62-51. Minute 08 to play in the third. DeVries has around the free throw line. He stops, gets it to Monroe. Monroe looking to drive. No, kicks out to DeVries for 3. No good. Vincent with the rebound. No, it's taken away from him. Now it's on the floor. Rebound by Gabrielson. Puts it up, and he'll draw the foul. Nicely done by Cade there. Foul is going against 35, Lionberger. His first, team 5th. So Gabrielson will go to the line for 2 shots. First one is up and good. Substitution now, Monroe coming out, and Paxton's going to come get him. Gabriel's second one is up and pure. So he's now got 4 on the evening. Bringing it up, pass half court's Newman. Newman, DeBoer. DeBoer gets over to Anderson on the left wing, who hands it off to Butcher. Butcher gets Newman. Newman guarded. Vincent over to DeBoer. Vincent on him for 3. No good, and it's going to bounce out of bounds and go to Riverton. So DeBoer, not 1 3-pointer, 1 2-pointer, and 2 free throws. That's his night so far. In the full court press, 34.1, 64-51 in favor of Riverton. Paxton gets the inbounds as we go under 30 seconds. He'll look to bring it up court, and he just leaves DeBoer. There's going to be open guys. And we got a block there after Paxton had passed it. That foul is going against 23 Butcher. That's his second. Team 6, so Riverton going to be in free throw line, going to the free throw line a lot for the entire fourth quarter and whatever remains of the third here, 26.6. They didn't signal him in, and you can't buzz him in during that play, so the ref's going to come talk to the coach, going to come talk to the player. You cannot do that. Gabrielson with it. Now the ref coach and ref kind of talking. Inbound to Paxton with 23 seconds. This is kind of trademark of Sheets under 30 seconds. They're going to hold it potentially. Paxton looks to drive, pulls it back out. DeBoer on him, hand checking all the way. Gets it to Hutchison. He goes under, gets it to Vincent with 10 seconds. Way out back to DeVries. We've got 6 seconds left. DeVries, nice spin move, 5 seconds left. Goes underneath, puts it up. He's going to get a charge against him. That's going to be Derek's 4th foul. He's not had a good night, and that's his 4th. But guys, like they all say, they step up for him. But that's team 6, so everybody's shooting free throws. 3 seconds left in the quarter, 64-51. Let's see if they try and do anything funky. They try and hit DeBoer on the run. He's going to get past half court. He's going to get it off. No good. More miss. It had kind of the right target, but hit harmlessly off the backboard. So after 3, 13-point lead. Wolverines of Riverton 64. Tigers of Rock Springs 51. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. It is 64-51 in favor of Riverton as we enter the fourth quarter. Some fouls, situations, both teams are shooting free throws the rest of the way. Next foul will be putting them in the 1-and-1 bonus. Both teams got a key player, Stauffer for Rock Springs, DeVries for Riverton with 4 fouls. And it's going to be a wild pass after trying to set up the offense by Rock Springs. That'll be turnover number 10 of the evening, actually. 7:45 to go. Riverton bringing it up. Vincent with it, way away from the basket, looking to drive, goes baseline, gets stopped, has to pass it, and he's going to turn the ball over. That's only the 3rd turnover for Riverton tonight. DeBoer comes down, dishes it easily to Thomas, who puts it up and good. 64-53. They keep changing the scoreboard. Vincent goes down on a turnover, and he may be hurt. So we're going to take this break with them as the trainers come out. We'll see how things are going after this.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And we're back. Jason did get up. He walked off the court and then kind of broke into a pseudo jog. Drevin Monroe, Sheets, Paxton, Hutchison, and Gabrielson in the ball game right now. Newman has it. They're looking to bring it down to single digits, and they can with any kind of score besides just one free throw. Anderson Witt gets it to DeBoer. DeBoer guarded by Monroe. He looks to go towards the free throw line. Monroe cuts him off well. Gets it to Anderson. Back to DeBoer. DeBoer guarded fiercely by Monroe. Monroe very focused on that ball, not getting faked out. Gets it to Anderson. Goes inside to Lionberger. Lionberger stopped. Has to get it back out to Anderson. Anderson driving baseline, and he's going to throw it away. No, they're going to say it was kicked, and it'll stay with Rock Springs. They're going to say it went off of Riverton. Inbound is to Anderson. Anderson looks to go towards the free throw line, then stops, hands it to DeBoer. DeBoer looking to drop, and he's finally going to get called for the palm. He carried it. So that'll be turnover. Number 11 against Rock Springs. They're in a full court press, down by 11 with 6:34 to go. Paxton with it, looking to break free and go past. DeBoer able to tap it out from behind him, and it goes out of bounds. DeBoer a little bit frustrated with every single call right now, and I don't necessarily blame him. He's not real thrilled with the way things have gone, and for a guy who can light it up like he can to have 6-7 points, he's going to have to find some range if Rock Springs hopes to complete a comeback here. Still plenty of time. Hutchison with it on the right wing, gets it to Paxton. Paxton drives in, picks up his dribble, gets it to Sheets for 3. No good. And now we got a breakaway by DeBoer. He knifes through everybody, and nicely done by DeBoer. That's his first points of the fourth quarter. And he gets it down to a 9-point game. Timeout by Rock Springs. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And welcome back to Riverton basketball on KTAK. A reminder, basketball tomorrow at 2 and 3:30 for Riverton on KWYW. I don't have the time right in front of me, but Wyoming Indian plays tomorrow on KWYW. You can check out that schedule on our Facebook or on WyoToday.com. Out of the timeout, inbounded to Gabrielson at the 6:09 mark. That timeout was by Rock Springs. Gabrielson with it now in the front court. Gets it to Hutchison for three. No good by Hutchison. His first field goal attempt since the second quarter. They get it all the way up quickly to Thomas, and don't look now. 64-57. Inbound by Gabrielson. Gabrielson able to break DeBoer's pressure. He tried to get him from behind. Gets over to Hutchison, though. Hutchison looking to drive. Pump fake. Put it up. Blocked. Second time he's been blocked today, and DeBoer's coming down. Picks up his dribble. Has to get rid of it. Gets it to Lionberger. He's going to get called for a travel, and he did it. He couldn't decide if he wanted to go up and under or just straight up, and he went up and under but didn't dribble at all. So turnover number 12, still only an 7-point game, 64-57. They have came a storming back. Inbounded, Vincent has it. He's going to easily break it down, gets it to DeVries. Their full court press isn't much. Gets it to Monroe. He faked a three twice, drives down. How they not call walk, but he just got blocked, absolutely stuffed. And DeBoer coming down. That was just a wild shot. That was just a silly shot. Not even trying to draw the foul. Monroe comes away with it. Paxton has it. Now we're getting chippy. DeBoer gets called for a foul where he reached around and turned around and just mouthed the ref. That's a foul. Team 7. And not on the guy you want to do it to. Paxton with it right now, going to the line. So Paxton nails the first one. That's just what Parker does, or seemingly does. 65-57. He's got 23 on the night by my book, 22 by the scorebook. Second one up is up and good, and it's 66-57. Back out to a 9-point lead. DeBoer with it. DeBoer's now got 3 fouls. They don't have the player foul up. I don't know why. They get around to DeBoer again. He's going to shoot a 3. He's going to miss. Rebound is going to go to Parker, and Lionberger's going to get called for the foul there. Fouls against Lionberger. That's his second. Team 8. So this one will send Monroe to the line. Shooting 1 and 1, excuse me. Monroe now going to look. Right now, your Riverton Wolverines are Hutchison, Paxton, DeVries, Monroe, and Vincent. First one by Monroe, up and good. Back out to a 10-point lead for Riverton with 4:39 to play in the ball game. Monroe puts the second one up, no good. Rebound comes away to Rock Springs, who trails by 10 as we're under now 4.5 minutes to play. Stauffer back in with his 4 fouls for Rock Springs. He gets it over to Butcher. Butcher to DeBoer. DeBoer backs out. He's got Vincent on him. Nice screen, gets him away. They get Stauffer for 3. No good. Rebound is by Monroe. Gets it to Paxson. Paxson kind of tired of the slow stuff. Decides to speed up. Gets it to Monroe. Back to Paxson. You know he'll think about Paxson for three. No good. Monroe trying to get the rebound. It's going to be last touch going out of bounds by Thomas. So it will stay with Riverton. So nicely done here. Paxson with it, off the inbounds, looks to drive down, passes to Hutchison after thinking better of it. Hutchison bringing out, we're under 3:50 to play. DeVries now with it back up top. Starters in the game with the exception of Gabrielson. Rev Monroe's in for him. Vincent looking to go baseline, puts it up and good! 69-57, 12-point lead. DeBoer bringing it down. Vincent on him. Newman looks to drive, puts it up and good. Just kind of beat Paxson to the spot there. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 3:26 to go. It's a full timeout. And we will take it with them. We'll be right back here on KTAK. Riverton leads Rock Springs 69-59.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
And we're back. Vincent inbounding out the timeout, gets DeVries. DeVries gets it to Monroe, but he just can't hang on to the pass. They had the press beaten. So fourth turnover of the night. Nicely done by them. As far as not having turnovers, them being Riverton. Looking for anything. Butcher drives, gets it to Newman, and he's going to get called for a walk. Turnover 13, and they only trail by 10. So there kind of is your difference in a heartbeat. 4 turnovers for Riverton, 13 for Rock Springs. Gabrielson's going to come and get Monroe in the last 3 minutes, 8 seconds, depending on what happens with the score, obviously. Looks like Sheets wants his starter. DeVries has it, looks to take it all the way, does so, up and good. His 4th points of the night. Stretch it back out to 12-point game with 2:56 to play. Newman brings it down. He's looking for anything at this point. Butcher with it. Gets it to DeBoer. DeBoer guarded by Jason Vincent. Jason Vincent is the best defender in the state. There, I said it. DeBoer abuses Hutchison, though, after they switched. And charge, and Butcher, and he's hurt. And now we're going to see some bad things, I think, from coaches and others. They're going to call a charge, I'm guessing, on who, I don't know. Did they? I don't know if they call it. They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet, so we're still waiting. That foul is going against DeBoer for the charge. That's his 4th, and you feel for the young man. He's coming up his knee. It was knee-on-knee contact. I think they counted it 2, as the people behind me are saying, but they don't have it up there. So let's see here. I'm still waiting to see. I don't blame them for being upset there. I'll be bluntly honest. Reggie Miller, the jack of all trades, Reggie Miller, athletic director, as well as the guy who comes out and cleans the sweat up off the floor. Nicely done. So in the press, 71-59, still no indication on the scoreboard of whether they counted it or not. Vincent inbounds it to DeVries, and DeVries has got some open running room. He gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison kicks out to Gabrielson, out to Paxson for three. Dagger! Parker Paxson from way downtown, 74-59 with 2:23 to go. Nice play there, broke the press with ease. I mean, absolute ease. Getting Stauffer now with up top. Oh, Vincent almost fell down, and Vincent, I think, is going to get the foul there as Stauffer looked to go completely and one attempt. That is exactly who it's on, Jason Vincent. And as surprising as you might be of how well he shoots free throws and how many points he has, with the way he plays defense, I'm most surprised with the fact that that's his first foul. Now it's 7, so bonus upcoming. So the free throw on the way by Stauffer is up and good. So it's now going to be 74-62 with 2:12 to go. Let's see here, any offensive defense. DeBoer coming back in. It must have just been a little knee-on-knee contact or a Charlie horse or anything like that. Inbounded to Gabrielson. Newman's trying to guard him. Gabrielson gets it over half court. Now he's trapped. He's going to try and get to Paxson. A crisper pass would have been phenomenal, an easy layup. Paxson came back for it, though, as they were doing a triple team trap. They get to Vincent. Vincent to Hutchison. We've got a minute 55 left, 12-point game. Gabrielson with it now. I think they're calling for they want the foul, and they finally get it. Minute 49 to go. They finally got the foul called. It did Rock Springs. Foul is on Newman. That's his third. That's team 9th. Or it's not the team 9th. It's team 10th. Excuse me. So bonus time, 2 shots. Cade Gabrielson going to the line where he is 3 for 4. No, not 3 for 4. Excuse me. He's 2 for 2 today. First one is up and good. And there's nobody up there with him. That's kind of what a lot of coaches like to do it. 75-62. I always didn't like it, and I don't like it when I see it in games, especially tight games where you see somebody's fouling to extend the game, 4-point lead, because now it throws everything off. I'm so used to shooting a free throw with people up there to rebound for me, not just concede the rebound. And he's by himself up there. Hit the first one, second one, up and good. Okay, Gabrielson good from the line there. 76-62. Gabrielson will come out here. Looks like a little offense for defense kind of thing. Free throw for defense. Vincent ran up on DeBoer as they were rolling the ball to try and hold it. DeBoer gets it to Newman, though. Newman over to Anderson. Anderson guarded tightly by DeVries. Under a minute 40 to go. Paxson on DeBoer. Paxson looks to stop, drops the ball to Lionberger, who puts it up and good for 2. 76-64. Still a 12-point lead. Given to Monroe. Over to DeVries. DeVries out to Hutchison. Hutchison, the guy you kind of want to foul, in my opinion. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent to Paxson. Not the guy you want to foul. And it's going to be stolen. It is stolen. They get it to Newman. Newman puts the layup up and good. And there'll be a timeout on the floor. 10-point game. I think they have to take a full here. Nope, they're going to say a 30. I didn't think they had any more of those with a minute 08 to go in the game. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. We'll be right back on KTAK.
That's when it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. Minute 08 to play in the game. Wolverines up by 10. We do have some final scores. Lander Valley Tigers defeated Mountain View 65-41 in boys action. And the Chiefs of Wyoming Indian defeated Kimmer in a great game, 64-60. Inbounded, trying to press, trying to foul, and they just fouled the wrong guy. Parker Paxson fouled. That foul's going against Newman. That's his 4th. Team's over 10 already. Stauffer will come in. Looks like DeBoer's going to come in. they have been on the bench because they do not need those two guys to foul out. They've all got 4. So a lot of heavy coaching going on now by Coach Rosette. Paxton going in the line. First one is up and good. He has 28 on the night. 28 on the night. Remember, 32 is the most scored by anybody in Class 4. Second one up, rattles home and good. Inbounded, Newman has it now as we hit a minute, 12-point game. 78-66 favor Riverton. They get DeBoer for 3, and he hits one, his second of the day. So he's going to have a respectable day no matter what, but he was silenced in the first half. Inbound, Vincent has it, gets it to Monroe. Monroe gets it to DeVries. DeVries over to Vincent. Vincent going to drive, gets it to DeVries, who goes in, misses an easy one. And here comes, they get to DeBoer. He's going to shoot a 3. Good! So, no telling. So, and the foul on the inbound, 27 seconds left. This is a 6-point game. Foul's going against Anderson. That's only his first. And boy, have we got an interesting one now. DeVries going to the line. DeVries hasn't been to the line all day, has 4 points on the day. Not his best outing. He has 4 fouls on the day. But like he said, anybody can pick up for him, but he needs to hit these free throws, and he hits the first one. Nicely done in the clutch, young man, 79-72. 27 seconds to go again, 27 flat. Not often you can say that. So as they introduce the 10th of a second. Second one up and no good. 79-72, 7-point game. DeBoer brings up, shoots a 3. No good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. Will remain with Rock Springs. He has 15 points on the day, does DeBoer, so great day for a good day for him. They inbound it Newman. Newman gets it to Anderson. Anderson for a long 2. No good. Rebound by Rock Springs. Stolen away by Vincent, though. And they are going to foul Jason with 10.4 seconds left. Nicely done. It just caps off a night. I think Connor, he can hear me, just can't. I think we may be seeing a little bit more of Jason Vincent in the Click It or Ticket postgame show. What do you think? All right, expert analysis there, Connor. Vincent going to the line now, looking to increase his point load. He's got 20 on the night now. He's got 21. 80 points on the day. They're going to be right under the high outing for any team here. Vincent misses the second one. So 80-72. They're going to throw up a long 3. Oh, they were going for the alley-oop. Okay. Staver, I thought that was interesting. And the coach doesn't look happy that they were trying to do some trickeration and whatnot when they're down by 8. They could have tried to extend the game. I'm like, Coach, there's 10 seconds left, but still. Vincent looking to inbound it. He's going to get it to Parker. Parker's going to fight for it. He's going to lose it. And Anderson's going to shoot a 10 at the buzzer. It's good. But that's the ball game. After 2, final score, 80-75 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show right after these messages.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams.
Get him on. Okay, that's good. And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. I am here with our Gatorade player of the game, and that being one Jason Vincent. Jason, you got 21 points on the night. One of your better outings as far as that. Clutch from the line. All that, like, asked to guard a guy who's kind of good.
Well, I came in knowing I was going to have to work a lot. I didn't know I was going to be that big of an offensive option. I was coming in, just wanted to play D on him, make sure we shut him down.
Well, and that's what you're known for. I mean, you're one of the defensive stalwarts. You and Parker always get the top two guys. But today they just seem to, you drive a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Today they kind of seem to open up. They bought your pump fakes. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about what happened over there. You went down. No one kind of really knew what was going on. You just cramp up?
No.
Or?
So I was on a pivot on my right foot, and my ankle just collapsed, and it hurt. And then it hurt my calf a little bit too. Yeah. So it was a.
Well, congratulations. From last year to this year, as I was talking about during the broadcast, because we keep all the stats from last year and you look at it, and your free throw shooting percentage this year has jumped.
Yeah.
I don't mean just kind of, you were 72, now you're 74. I'm talking about going from like 50-something to 70-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Long hours in the gym, perhaps?
Yeah, a lot of long hours, trying to get my shot down. I'm still working on it, but it's getting better every day.
And what does it mean for this team to be able to, against anybody in any situation, it seems to be the rotation is the rotation. We're going to keep guys fresh. And knowing that, it's not that second team is going to come in and it's going to be a big drop-off. What does that mean, knowing that anybody can fill in at any given time?
It's especially great on the offensive end. We don't have any liabilities at all. And it helps us a lot. And on defense, too. I know every single one of my guys is going to be on their help side end in the gap. So,
well, the question when we did our preseason show was going to always be, what does a team with no height do? And the answer was have to play aggressive, in-your-face defense. And y'all really haven't taken – well, you might have taken one night off. But I might have been down there at the Flaming Gorge for that one.
Yeah.
And something tells me Coach wasn't too happy about it. But since then, it's just been lights-out aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Seems to play into what most people would say is your personality. But I got to tell people about Jason. Last year at an away game, everybody's like, oh, he's just so aggressive. I didn't know you from Adam's Apple, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I saw you talking to your grandmother, I think it was, and telling her you loved her. I was like, oh, he's got a heart of gold, too. So anybody you want to say hi to here on the air, and then we'll kick it on to commercial. All right, thanks, Jason, Vincent, the Gary player of the game. We'll be right back with Parker Paxton right after this.
The large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
And welcome back. We're here with our Papa Murphy's player of the game. I don't know why I always do that to you because your uncle owns the franchise. But we're here with Parker Paxton. Parker, in that first half, tell me a little bit about that first quarter. Scoring 20 in the first half, but that first quarter, missed your first two, looked like you were going to start a little cold, and then everything went in.
Yeah, it was good. I got a couple of clean looks off, and they happened to go in, you know. When I get open looks, I got to shoot them, and so it felt good to get hot in the first quarter, and, you know, you'll go through hot spans and cold spans, but you love the hot spans.
Oh, absolutely. What was it like to get a win today? I mean, what can you say about the defensive effort, too? Of course, they got back in it kind of late, but to hold DeBoer, who actually is in the top 5 twice for the highest scoring games, to hold him for 2 in the first half, that's not just – Jason did great against him, but that's not a singular effort. That's team defense.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Jason did his thing. He has a way of playing great defense.
Making people mad.
Making people mad, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you said it. But no, it was a good defensive effort. I mean, giving up 75 points isn't exactly ideal. I thought it was a good offensive game for us, but we've got a few things to clean up on defense still. But no, it feels good to get out a gritty win like that.
Absolutely. I finally got to bring back one of my phrases from last year, which was when you were fouled late, go, yeah, that's the wrong guy. You look like, first time I've seen you in a while with the whole game where your shoulders were relaxed. You just in the group, just flinging them up there, basically.
Definitely. I think just as the season goes on, free throws are something that you just get more and more comfortable doing. Shooting free throws in games is a little bit different when you're breathing heavy, have some adrenaline, and I stepped up there with confidence tonight, and it felt good to go make them all.
And what can you say about a guy like Jason, first time being our player of the game this year, won it once last year, but for a guy who everybody's aggressive defense, that's what he does, rebound, a little bit of the trash shots, you know, taking out the trash, whatnot, to come out, give you 21 points on a night where nobody else was really giving you a whole lot of points, but also not only that, but his free throw percentage has jumped about 20% from last year. Tell me about what seeing him and his work ethic does for the rest of the guys, especially the younger guys.
Well, I'll just start off by saying it doesn't surprise me at all that he just had 21 points. He's been shooting really well, really confidently in practice, both from three-point land, and I know that he's been working hard on his free throws. And like I said, it doesn't surprise me one bit. If you saw how he's been shooting in practice, it transferred out to the game today.
But like I said, coming into the season, what do you do? How does a team with not a lot of height win games? And that's just aggressive defense, hitting your shots, and no fear. And if there's anybody, the younger guys who are getting significant playing time, whether it's Brody Dale, Ty Sheets, whatnot, Jason Vincent and you have no fear going in the middle, and you're usually not the biggest guys. Yeah. So congratulate that. We want to congratulate Parker. What do you got? What's tonight look like for you? I'm guessing to bed because Kelly Walsh, y'all leave at the same time as the JV teams do?
We do, yeah. I think we're leaving at 8:30 in the morning.
Whew. Yeah, I'll leave at 10.
Yeah.
So we're going down to Casper, early tip-off, 2 and 3:30. So good team down there, very similar in style as far as this team out here, very similar as far as results go. But right now, y'all are the force in the West. You just got to hang on to it. And, of course, you know what's waiting in the East as y'all have pulled some upsets and set the record straight. So State, let's keep it on, keep it on. So, once again, thanks to Parker Paxson, the Papa Murphy's player of the game. We'll be right back with Coach Sheets here on KTAK.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket post-game show, sponsored by Wyoming Department of Transportation. We're here with Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets, never turn around on DeBoer is a lesson I learned tonight.
Yeah, you know, coming into the game, we knew he was the best player in the state, if not one of the top guys, just with the way he can light it up. I thought Jason and the guys did a good job on him for 3.5 quarters, and then he got going. And so we were fortunate to kind of keep him down, or, you know, that he wasn't on fire until the end. He can create his own shots. He can probably dunk with the best of the guys, and his passing game is probably the best part of what he does. So he's a good player.
And you mentioned Jason earlier. Jason, kind of a defining performance here tonight. His career high at 21 points in the game.
Yep.
And maybe the most impressive is him as a free throw shooter, especially clutch.
Yep.
He was 5 of 6 tonight. So
yeah, and as a team, we were 24 for 30. You know, so to shoot 80%, you know, as a team in a 5-point game is clutch. I mean, that was huge because we miss a few of those, and pretty soon it's a 3-point game, a 2-point game, and who knows after that.
And one of the interesting parts about how your coaching style goes, as far as your rotation goes, how does it feel knowing that you can go that deep, put guys like Brody Dale or your son in a situation where, hey, it's still a tight game,
right,
one of the best players, but I'm going to trust you for the next 2 minutes so I can rotate these guys out.
And today, you know, Hunter being out, you know, he dinged his head in the JV game, so that was a big loss for us because Hunter brings so much to the game defensively and just hustle plays and setting screens that nobody really sees, and so that was a big loss for us, and we only had, Brody and Eli for 2 quarters, which, you know, we'll have to adjust that to give them more time now in the varsity games. But, yeah, all those guys have proven it, you know, in the JV games and practice and varsity games that they can be trusted with those minutes.
And Drevin Monroe able to fill in, especially when Derek got quick fouls early on. and able to fill in not only defensively but offensively. I still love the play where they just left him.
Right.
Around, they're gone.
Yeah, he had a little pivot game, and then they spread out, and he's like, oh, I'll take it. So, again, that was good.
Well, congratulations. How do you get a team ready to get, hit the bus at 8:30, 8-ish tomorrow morning and head on down to Kelly Walsh? A team record-wise very similar to the one you played tonight, a team that's hungry and a team that's going to have their home court.
Yeah, Kelly's a tough team. They're very well coached. They take away your best things that you want to do. They run a 1-3-1, so that's something unique, and they'll be ready to go in their gym. So for us, all conference games are going to be battles, even when we're up 16 or 17 in this game. You know that it's never completely out of range for the other team, and we'll see that these next 10 games going forward.
All right, we want to thank Coach Sheets for joining us. We'll be right back to wrap it up here on KTAK.
Thank you.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Is your resolution?
And welcome back to the Click Your Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. Just give you the stats for Riverton tonight at one player for them. For Rock Springs, DeBoer, 2 points held. Best player in the state, as you heard Coach Sheets say. Held him to 2 early on, but then the fourth quarter he had, in the whole first half, 2 points, only took 3 shots. Got himself 5 to take it up to 7 in the third quarter, and then added 8 more, so he finished with 15. Just shows you can never turn your back on a great player, especially in basketball. For Riverton, the leading scorer tonight was our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Parker Paxton, with 29, one of his higher performances and one of the highest performances in the state, just barely out of the top 5 for the state performances in a single game this year. Jason Vincent followed up with a career-high 21. Just shy of 10 was Drevin Monroe with 9. Great effort by him off the bench. Gabrielson finished with 6. DeVries with 5, limited to much degree by his fouls, this foul situation on him. Sheets finishing with 3, and Hutchison finishing with 3. So that'll do it here for KTAK. I am Kevin Shields. On camera has been Connor Shields. Back at the mothership has been Courtney Shields doing the board ops. And our final score here, 80-75. We'll see you tomorrow for the Riverton Wolverines versus the Kelly Walsh Trojans with pregame starting at 1:45. Until then, have a nice night.
You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
From the field, to the court, to the pool, and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.